Monday show. Got a lot to cover. Let's fucking do it.
Just listen up, motherfuckers, I'm about to spit about the world's greatest show, yeah, this is it. It isn't the get insane. This dude's out of his mind, that's expensive thing. With show on drops, it's time to begin. To talk about chefs and make fun of them. Let the trash roll over, the world's on fire. Be a parody, shit's getting dire. Religious bullshit, you don't make it feel like dying. Cause you're touching more children than an OBGYN. Go from zeros to heroes just for one day. It's the world's greatest show and it's coming your way. Rock. It's time for the Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show.
How we never grow up.
Dusty Show. It's time for the Dusty Show.
How we never grow up.
Dusty Show.
Hell yeah. What the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome to the universe's finest one-man show. It's me, Dusty. Thank you for joining tonight. Hell yeah. So we missed Monday's show. We did miss it. Fuck it. What are you gonna do? I got an excuse though, y'all. Not a good one, but I got one. So here's what happened. Nothing happened. That's the problem. It was boring. I did a show Saturday and, nothing really fucking happened. So, yeah, I just took it off. But also, for one thing, my roommate who lets me take care of the animals is going out of town. So we had to, prepare, because it's a big deal. You know, we have 20 animals here at my animal sanctuary, and it's hard to take care of all these animals by myself. So, got to get set up for that. Even just change the litter boxes or putting flea medication on them, whatever. It just takes a long fucking time. So we're getting ready to that. Also, my aunt is in hospice. That's not really an excuse. Has nothing to do with it, but my aunt is in hospice. Something else happened. We'll share with you guys. So I'm kind of famously known for never being depressed. I'm like, happy guy. I had a great life. I try to keep a stiff upper lip, try to let life get me down. I usually try not to take it too seriously. I think that's my problem. I've been taking it way too seriously lately. But it's really been getting me down lately, this election. I can't wait for it to be fucking over. But this weekend, I guess it was Saturday, I did the show where I debunked all the lies told by Trump about the hurricane, about, how all the hurricane victims are only getting $650, and that's it. That's all they're getting, $650. That's the totality of all the money FEMA's spending on them. And the reason is because FEMA gave all their money to illegal aliens. Nothing left for us, folks. And so it's horrible. I debunked all that shit. All that's lies, right? We know that's fucking lies. 5 seconds of research, it's lies. So one of my friends who might be watching the show right now, usually watches the show, definitely should fucking know better, starts messaging me on Facebook and telling me about how he's all pissed off that they only have $750 for the hurricane victims because they gave all the money to the illegal aliens. And I was like, seriously, dude? Seriously? You know that's fucking true. It's like, what? I don't know. I don't mean to shit on this person too much, but it really made me depressed. Because if people are sending me that kind of shit, if people are sending me the lies that Trump tell me, imagine how many other people are sharing that shit. They're all fucking sharing it together, all just without even doing any research, without even fucking thinking about it. Does this make sense? Sharing these fucking lies of Trump with each other. And it's people that should fucking know better, man. Imagine sending me that bullshit. I got depressed, y'all. I'm not even fucking kidding. I was just like, fuck this shit. It makes me feel disconnected to society. Really, it does. It makes me despondent. It disheartens me. And I know that's the fucking point. I know that's the point of Russia pushing all this Trump propaganda, spending hundreds of millions of dollars, funding the right wing, all the billionaires like Elon Musk pushing this shit. It's to take our spirit away from us, to make us feel hopeless. So we don't even fucking try. So we just lay down and we take whatever the fuck they do. And I gotta admit, it was effective. You know, I slept all fucking day. I couldn't even get out of fucking bed. I was so depressed, y'all. But the problem is I'm just taking this shit too seriously. Like, I've always been the type of guy to say that life is too absurd to take that seriously. And I just try to laugh everything fucking off because this existence is such a goddamn joke. but it just really, really fucking hit me. So I'm trying to get over it, folks, though. I'm trying not to take all this shit too seriously. Whatever happens, it'll be fucking fine. And I'm not even blaming the person that sent me the... a little bit of blame. I mean, they should have researched the stuff, especially if you don't send me anything. For you to waste my fucking time with bullshit, at least Google it to see if it's true. Instead of just accepting whatever fucking bullshit you see on Facebook. But yeah, but I know everybody, you know, not everybody is the type of person to research everything before they share it. So I'm not trying to be too hard on this person, but anyway, that's what happened. But I'm back tonight, folks, and we got 3 days of stuff to cover. So hell yeah, gonna be a decent show, hopefully. And thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Smoke pot. I ain't got no fucking pot. I ain't got no more. I can't buy it because I'll get mugged. And somebody sent me some before, but it's all gone, so nothing I can do about it. What you gonna do? And I'm trying to drink less because it makes me a fatty fat. So anyway, let's go ahead and kick it off, show, folks. As always, the super chats are enabled. Lifeblood of the show's the super chats. No questions dodged. Super chat me if you like my Wednesday shows. If you want me to keep doing 3 shows a week, I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. Here's the dollar sign over here. Click on it, and then you donate money. And then I read your words in my fake podcaster voice, and you'll love it, because I'm the best. Super chat me, help out me and the floating cats. And all we have in here tonight, I think we have Misty, by popular request, and I think Panda's in here. But that's it. Only two floating cats, but that'll do. This is Miss Misty. So if you love Miss Misty, let her know in the super chats. And all right, let's go and get the show off, folks. Gonna kick it off as we usually do. A little Chud Watch.
Chud Watch. Woo, woo, woo. Talking about Chud Watch.
Hell yeah.
We talk about Chud that make fun of them.
Woo! What do you mean? What I mean about getting mugged? I got mugged. Last time I bought weed, I got mugged. That was the last time I ever fucking bought it. I was like, fuck this shit. I am not buying weed anymore. People got to send it to me. If you want to help me out, send me some free weed. Otherwise, I ain't fucking buying it. Hell no. Somebody pulled a knife on me. Said, give me your money. And I was like, fuck yeah, here's my money. Ain't worth my life. I don't give a fuck. Take my $300. I'll just never buy fucking weed again. So whatever. My cat is a wizard. Floating cats. Always the coolest. And all right, first off, on the Chud Watch, another week of zombies are so weird. Goddamn, why are Trump supporters so fucking weird? I mean, I know why. I know it's because of the bottom of the barrel. They're the dregs of goddamn society, the dumbest fucking among us losers. But holy shit, I just can't get over how strange these people are.
Hi, everyone.
What's
I'm
up?
Tony Holt Kramer, founder, president of Trumpets USA.
Yikes.
You know, I've been home since yesterday after I watched the president and
Stay home,
Butler
bitch.
and the vice president to be, J.D. Vance, and all the wonderful people that were around there. And I haven't been able to get it out of my mind because I know that this country needs those people like it needs oxygen.
Definitely.
Exactly like it needs oxygen.
Won't we die without Trump?
I'm home. I didn't plan to do a show. Forgive me. I'm not my usual me.
No plastic surgery today. Like half her face is not even working because she's had too much Botox. Like plastic surgery nightmares. Why do you do this to yourself, ladies? You don't look better. You look way fucking worse.
As you know, you can see.
Yeah, you're weird.
Not made out. Not dressed. I'm in my sweats.
Oh, yeah, no makeup whatsoever. She has fake eyelashes on. She's literally covered in foundation. Got these fucking dick-sucking lips all plump the fuck up. You're made up like a motherfucker. What are you talking about? You know we can see you, right? Unfortunately.
I was supposed to not work tonight. I mean, I was just going to sit home and watch TV.
Drink a box of wine. Anyway, just weird. They're so creepy. Holy God. One of the reasons I'm so fucking depressed, I just lose faith in fucking humanity. Sometimes I think maybe... So I know I'm probably delusional, but I kind of think of myself, I try to think of myself as like somebody who tries to help society. Like somebody who's trying to fight. I'm trying to fight a good fight. Sometimes I'm like, should I even fucking bother? Should we just let Trump win and destroy the whole fucking country? Because all these motherfuckers deserve it. All these motherfuckers deserve to suffer. But you can't think like that, folks. You can't think because a lot of good, innocent people are going to be hurt. Even though a lot of these motherfuckers should abso-fucking-lutely suffer for their stupidity. And speaking of which, Jamie Kennedy, looking bad, dude. Looking real bad. At least he's not a Trump supporter. What's that now?
So if you're voting left, you're one of three things. Brainwashed, getting paid, or a deviant. That's it. If you're
Why are you talking like this? Does Jamie Oliver always talk like this? Or whatever's fucking Jamie Kennedy, they always talk like this?
one of three things. Brainwashed, getting paid, or a deviant.
Or
That's
sober?
it. If you're still considering the left after everything I just told you, assassination attempts,
That was literally right. 2 Republicans did that. All right, what else you got?
even people that don't personally like Trump still believe in him. How he's
Even people that don't personally like Trump still believe in him. Literally, they don't.
targeted. Trump is clearly not a perfect person. I'm clearly not. Clearly, there's a lot of stuff there. But
Clearly, he's a giant fucking piece of shit. So let's elect him president immediately.
he also, you have to look at that and go, is he targeted?
Yes, he's targeted by other insane right-wingers because he is the leader of the crazy farm, which means he's going to attract a lot of fucking crazies like you, Jamie Kennedy.
They trying to take him out because he's gonna f shit up in a good way.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck shit up in a good way. That's why everybody's trying to kill him. Hey, the more people that try to kill you, the better you must be. So you know who was great? Hitler. Think of all the people that tried to kill Hitler. Hitler must have been fucking awesome. And Hitler was gonna fuck shit up in a good way. Just good God, dude. Lay off whatever the fuck you're on and send it to me immediately. And weird. They're so creepy and weird. Holy God, these people's votes count as much as your and mine does, people.
To vote for Kamala Harris or Putin, who do you choose?
Putin.
Really? Why?
Absolutely. He's for his people.
Okay, but he's not for our people. You know that his people are not our people, right? His people are the Russians, and we're Americans. So even if you're correct that he's for his people, that still fucks us. You're not Russian, bitch.
He is for his people.
You don't think Kamala is?
Oh, hell no.
Hell no.
So you think the country would be better off under a rule like a Kim Jong-un or somebody, or Vladimir Putin?
Hey, I love Russia.
I know,
You do?
right?
Why?
Move
Yeah,
there.
it's beautiful.
Hey, Vladimir Putin just passed a bill that anybody from America can go over there and get temporary citizenship. So when you're leaving? Never, because you're full of fucking shit.
The people are wonderful.
What are your main sources of news?
Can't even think of it.
Okay. I have numerous sources
So
of
many I
news,
can't even name 'em.
But I don't watch mainstream.
I don't watch mainstream, just Fox News, you know, the most mainstream channel.
Watch. Russia Today.
Russia Today? No, never heard of that.
What do you watch?
Oh, I watch Dan Bongino.
And Bongino, that's where you get it from. So when Mike Pence in 2021 certified the results, do you think Mike Pence was in the wrong?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. The vice president has that authority.
Oh, well then Kamala can make herself president. Super cool. I'm glad you agree.
Doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Kamala Harris will be certifying this election. Would you be okay with her making a unilateral decision?
Oh, no, because you know it's going to be for her.
Okay, so why wouldn't Mike Pence's decision have been for his own ticket? He had
Because he was bought off.
By who?
The deep state.
The deep state, he was bought on. None of it makes any sense. No lunch to be found. Just incredible fucking bottom of the barrel weirdos. Holy God. And more zombies. They want brains because they don't have any.
People say that Biden is senile. Do you believe that?
I believe it.
So senile Biden, right? Quote, senile Biden has passed the bipartisan infrastructure bill.
He didn't do it.
The PACT
He's
Act.
an empty suit.
Okay, so with him and the help of Congress, we can revise the wording. They passed the bipartisan infrastructure bill, the PACT Act, the CHIPS and Science Act. Let me ask you, what's one bill that Trump passed?
What's one bill that Trump passed? Oh my God! What's
wanna hear
one
it.
bill?
Let's
His
hear it.
policies. Okay.
You repeat the question like it's obvious, but you don't give me an answer.
No, I know one bill that he passed.
Name it.
Okay. Well, look at what he implemented with security in the border. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Security in the border, Roe versus Wade. Okay. The economy was up under Trump because
The economy was horribly down under Trump.
Roe v.
His
Wade is a
hair-
decent answer. That's just from the Supreme Court, but that's a decent answer. So you're pro-life.
I'm pro-choice.
The number one thing I can list that Trump did, I'm actually against. But I love him. Just good God. Nobody's fucking home. So insane. And speaking of which, oh my God, they're so fucking stupid.
What proof have you seen that it was stolen, the 2020 election?
Just all them ballots and COVID coming in where people can just mail in whatever they want to mail in. It's just unreal. You should.
Yeah, people got to vote. I can't believe they let people vote. They made it too easy for people to vote. It should be hard to vote, y'all. Everybody should have had to go to the fucking ballot in person with a pandemic going on. I don't care how many grandmas had to die, all right? Don't make it easy to vote.
You think COVID was related to the 2020 election?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I was sitting here for that reason. Oh, yes.
COVID was sent here for influencing the 2020 election?
Yes, it was all a big old plan, and it's all going to come out in the end, and we're just waiting for that day and praying for that day, and it's going to come.
It's coming, y'all.
My best friend lost her daughter at 28 years old to COVID. There's no sense in it. No sense in it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a lot.
Was she vaccinated?
Millions of people died, over 1 million in America, millions around the world. You think it's infected people all over the world, a global pandemic just to influence the 2020 election?
States of America, yes.
Definitely. They killed everybody all across the world just for America. China killed their own people. Everybody had to die because America is the only country that really counts in this earth.
How evil they are, just like he was
so
saying.
Evil.
All those people that's on the
But who did it? Who did it? Who released the virus?
Yeah.
China and Democrats.
China. Democrats.
The leads, all the
China?
Yeah, Democrats are in control of China somehow. Don't think about it, y'all.
Or the Democrats?
Both of them. They work together. They're both evil.
Both evil, y'all.
China and Democrats work together to release COVID to influence the 2020 election?
In November 2019, I saw China wearing them masks, and I said, our country, if it comes to our country wearing them masks, we're done. And what happened? 3 months later, we're wearing masks everywhere.
Oh, no, y'all.
And that's the saddest thing that's ever happened to our country.
Yeah, I mean, slavery, but yeah, mask. Mask is the worst thing ever, y'all, for sure.
But it was millions of people all died just to influence the presidential race in the United States of America?
Oh, yeah, where the Democrats go in. It's all paid and bought for.
Global
All
pandemic.
paid and bought for.
I guess kind of a related question. Are you supporting Mark Robinson for governor?
Yes, of course.
Yes, we are.
I've been to several of his rallies, too.
For everything he has to say.
We love the way he likes to talk about pissing on his sister-in-law, and he loves Hitler, just like us. So we hope he pisses on us, too, and we gonna vote for him, y'all. We just super brain geniuses, and that... Luke Beasley trying to figure out what the word woke means. Let's see if he has any luck.
Do you think wokeness, I hear a lot about wokeness on the right, is that a big problem?
Dude, that dude's a brawl. Holy shit.
Like being woke, like these woke companies? Yeah, for sure. And how would you define a woke? Woke? Like leave the damn kids alone, that's for sure. That pisses me off.
So you hate religion then, right?
Woke is leave the kids alone? No. Dude, I didn't want to get into this too deep and stuff.
I don't want to get into it too deep because I don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I got to pretend like I don't have time to talk about it because I have no fucking clue what this word means. Basically, it just means anything I don't like is woke, but I can't say that because then you'll realize how stupid I really fucking am. So I'm just going to pretend like I'm too busy to talk about it.
Stuff like that, because I do got to carry on. But basically, just being woke, like you're just shoving crap down our throats. Like you have to do this and you have to do that.
So
and you
religion.
have to obey this. And
you literally just described religion. Every word you said describes religion.
Can't say that because Sally over there is going to get offended. And you can't read this book. You can't be gay, etc. Yeah, dude. All sorts of things. And
dude.
It's annoying. I'm sick of it.
It is annoying. I do agree. And I'm glad you agree that religion is woke. Time to stamp out wokeness. I'm finally on board, y'all. I got the anti-woke mind virus. Let's fucking go. And this one made me sad because this kid reminds me of me. This is me, y'all. This is me when I was this kid's age. Little fat dipshit. Didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, but I was a conservative. Thought I knew what the fuck was going on, but I was just ignorant as shit. Couldn't put down the fucking ho-hos. Listen to the Rush Limbaugh, rest in piss, motherfucker. Anyway.
What do kids in grade school think about Kamala Harris?
You know, I don't usually go up to them and be like, hey, what do you view about Kamala? What do you view about Biden and stuff?
Would you be friends with a liberal?
No.
Would you rather be friends with a liberal or with an illegal immigrant?
Ooh. You know what? Probably a liberal then. I can't. I'm sorry.
Be friends with an illegal immigrant.
I'm just too racist to be friends with a brownie. Oh my God, you're here legally? Well, you should die then. Worship Jesus.
No.
Why not?
Because, you know, liberals, at least they've been born in this country. Instead,
Some of them.
illegal immigrants, they come over through the border and they're all, hey, here's this, here's anything you need, and they just think they can become an American citizen.
I mean, you can sometimes become an American citizen. That's sort of how this whole country was founded. But continue, fat kid.
What if she was really cute, though?
Nah.
We just asked him if he would rather be friends with a liberal or with an illegal immigrant. Who would you rather be friends with?
It's
liberal, I guess.
Learned behavior.
No illegal immigrants?
No.
Nah, fucking illegal immigrant. Yep, totally fucking learned behavior. That racist fucking shit. And I'm sort of becoming for Trump's plan to kill kids after they're born. Just saying. Post-birth abortions up to, how is that kid, 12? Up to 12 years? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm open-minded to it. And then Trump went out there again this week and just doing what he does, folks. Lying his ass off. It's just hysterical at this point. He'll just say fucking anything. Doesn't matter how devoid of reality it is. Everybody's going to get a puppy. Like, everybody's going to live forever. Everybody's going to get a 12-inch penis. We're going to Mars in 4 years.
We will lead the world in military, and we will reach Mars before the end of my term.
We will not.
Elon promised me he was going to do that. I don't know. Can you do that?
No, he can't. Elon promised something? Elon. Known truth teller Elon Musk, if he says it, it's as good as done.
And can we do that?
No.
He wants to reach. I think
he spent all his money on Twitter, dude. Okay, he doesn't even fucking talk about going to Mars anymore. He doesn't even fucking pretend.
Gonna do it. JD, work on him. Work on him. And we will.
Just so stupid. Trying to get into the White House just by saying the wildest, craziest shit that comes to his fucking brain. Like, guys, remember when we had a deal with Iran, right? Don't create nuclear bombs and we will get rid of some of the sanctions we have on you. We won't go to fucking war with you. And we had this nice nuclear deal with Iran, and then Trump got in there, destroyed the deal, ripped it up. Prove to the rest of the world that we can't be trusted. Our word means fucking nothing. We won't stand by what we fucking say. And then he killed the guy who was basically Iran's version of their vice president. He was a general guy, but basically their version of the vice president in order to try to thrust us into war with Iran. So, of course, now he's claiming that he would do a nuclear deal with Iran, even though he's the one that destroyed the nuclear deal with Iran, because words have no meaning.
Our nuclear is the best in the world.
It's the best, y'all.
And Russia's right behind us. But you know what? I'll tell you, you never want to use it. If you have to use it, it's obliteration.
It is bad.
It's a dangerous thing. And Iran is very close to getting it. They would have never had it with me. I would have had a deal a long time ago.
We literally had a deal. You're the one who literally tore the fucking deal up, dude.
Because they were bust. They were totally bust. They were ready to make a deal. They would have made a deal.
They did make a deal! Oh, my fuck. Okay. All right. Serenity now. Calm down, Dusty. Don't freak out. It's it's not serious. It's not serious, Dusty. This is it's a dark comedy we're living in. It's a dark comedy. Calm down. Woo! Don't take it seriously, Dusty. And then on this nightmarish, hellish cavalcade of insanity, Trump just doing the racism, admitting that he knows the Haitian migrants are here illegally, but he doesn't give a fuck. They're black, so it's basically like they're illegal.
And it was, they may have done it through a certain little trick, but they are illegal immigrants as far as I'm concerned. They're destroying the town. They're destroying the whole, they'll end up destroying the state. We cannot let this happen.
Yeah, I mean, technically they are legal, based on the little technicality of the law and everything. And sure, maybe Springfield, Ohio begged them to come in and save the city, and then maybe they did. All the Republican politicians say that they're doing great, they helped out, and they turned the city around, but they're black! So, far as I'm concerned, they're illegals, and they're destroying everything. Gotta get them out of there. They got the bad genes. And then, racism continues, y'all. Here he is declaring that immigrants have killer genes. Holy shit.
She wants to go into government housing. She wants to go into government feeding.
Oh, no, not government housing and government feeding. I dare you try to house the homeless and feed the hungry government. Hell no, you're supposed to let everybody be homeless and starve to death.
She wants to feed people. She wants to feed people a government.
The horror! She wants to feed people. Can you believe this is real life, y'all? Like how? How?
Wants to feed people governmentally. She wants to go into a communist party type system.
Definitely.
When you look at the things that she proposes,
they sound
they're so
cool.
far off. She has no clue. How about allowing people to come through an open border, 13,000 of which were murderers? Many of them murdered far more than one person. And they're now happily living in the United States.
They're so
now
happy.
a murderer, I believe this, it's in their genes.
Their genes.
And we got a lot of bad genes in our country right now.
A lot of bad genes!
They had 400...
Fucking immigrants with their bad genes! And this is the man talking about bad genes. Let's take a look at his genes. Oh my God, kill it with fire! Here's your parents, Trump, talking about bad genes. Like, first off, why is your dad's head caved in on the side? And then secondly, why does your mom have a cat as a mustache? I got questions, but it's bad genes. In my opinion, you might want to shut the fuck up, but I know you never will until you're dead. And then, prepare to be shocked, folks. You know those Trump Bibles that Oklahoma passed a law where they had to buy like $3 million worth for their schools because we're a real serious country? Well, they were made in China. Yeah, who could have possibly seen this coming? America first. Donald Trump making his Bibles in China because they can print them for like 10 cents each and sell them to us, the ignorant, gullible taxpayers, for $60. It turns out Trump's God Bless the USA Bibles were made in China. Critics call the Trump Bible blasphemous, but it's just capitalism, baby. All the Trump shit's made in China. It's all a big con, every bit of it, and he knows the idiots that follow him don't give a fuck. And speaking of them not giving a fuck, apparently, he has been having multiple calls with Vladimir Putin since he's been out of office, like 7. Major breaking. In a shocking expose, the New York Times has uncovered that Donald Trump has secretly spoken with Vladimir Putin as many as 7 times since leaving office. The conversations coincided with Trump pressuring Republicans to block military aid to Ukraine. Trump is a traitor, and you might be wondering, is that against the law? Yes, it is. The Logan Act says that if you're not in office, you're not supposed to be contacting foreign leaders. So, doesn't matter though, folks. Doesn't matter. He can do anything. It's a double set of rules. The rich and powerful. The laws don't apply to them, baby. And then apparently also he was sending a COVID test to Vladimir Putin. Yeah, you guys remember when Americans couldn't get the COVID test? They were so fucking rare you couldn't find them fucking anyway. Yeah, apparently Trump was specifically sending COVID tests to Vladimir fucking Putin. You can't make this shit up. The Kremlin confirmed that former U.S. President Donald Trump, while in office, sent Russian President Vladimir Putin COVID-19 test devices during the height of the pandemic, as recounted in a new book by journalist Bob Woodward. So Kremlin backing up Bob Woodward. Trump selling out our country, making sure that Putin has everything he needs to test properly. Putin even asked him not to tell anybody it was happening, and Trump was like, okay, I won't. I'll keep it quiet. I'll sell out my entire fucking country for you. Isn't communism great, folks? It's amazing, but once again, no conservative gives a shit about any of this. And here's a great video that illustrates exactly how Trump has selective amnesia. So, for the most things, no one has ever known more about the subject than Donald Trump. He's a super genius. He knows more about everything than everybody else until it comes time for him to answer a question he doesn't want to answer. Then suddenly, he has no idea. He's never even heard of it. What are words? I don't even know. Anyway, let's have a look.
I know more about ISIS than the generals do.
I know more about weapons than just about anybody.
I know more about steelworkers than anybody.
I know more about drones than anybody.
I know more about politicians than anybody.
I know more about technology than anybody. I know more about ethanol than anybody. I know more about wind than you do.
Nobody knows consultants better than me.
Nobody knows more about trade than me.
Nobody knows the system better than me.
Nobody knows the banking industry better than me.
Nobody knows more about environmental impact statements than me.
Nobody knows more about it than me. Nobody knows it better than me.
Nobody knows it better than me.
Nobody knows it better than me. me. Nobody knows it better than me.
About Project 2025. So you've publicly said that you don't have any direct connection to Project
Nothing. I know nothing about it. I know nothing about Project 25.
I know nothing about QAnon. I know nothing about it. I know nothing about the indictment.
I know nothing about WikiLeaks. I have no idea who these women are.
I don't know anything about Russia. I don't know Putin.
RFK, I don't know anything about him. I know nothing about white supremacists. I don't know who the Proud Boys are. I don't know anything about David Duke. I know nothing about Hitler. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I didn't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't know who Little John is.
The buffooning of America, folks. This is why Russia is pushing this guy. This is why all the rich people across the world are pushing this guy. They want to cheapen America, diminish us. And they are doing so. It's very fucking effective. And then did you guys see Trump get laughed at directly to his face? So he's doing the right-wing dipshit podcast tour. And even they can't keep a straight face when he says that he's basically truthful.
I have a hard time doing it to them because I'm basically a truthful person, but and frankly, no, but frankly,
yeah, what does that mean? What does basically truthful mean? Are you truthful or not? Well, basically, sometimes, basically, and then he's trying to defend himself over and over again. It's just so hilarious. And nobody takes this fucking clown seriously, not even his own goddamn people. And then, folks, it's all a con all the way fucking down. Did another campaign event. 5, 6 people in the background were wearing shorts that say auto workers for Trump 2024. Turns out none of them were actually auto workers. 6 Trump supporters wearing this shirt acknowledge they are not auto workers. Because lies. That's all they fucking do, folks. It doesn't matter. But people will be messaging me about DMs and be like, did you see all those auto workers that were in the background of Trump? Auto workers love Trump. It's just so frustrating, folks. It's enough to make you depressed, but you can't let it. If you let them make you depressed, they win. It's the entire fucking point. Trying to dishearten you, folks. Trying to take your spirit away. And here's to all the conservatives my entire life who told me the most important issue was the national debt. We're going to go bankrupt. We're going to end up spending our entire all our money, every cent America takes in, we're going to spend on the interest, folks. Number one issue, the debt. But nope, Trump would add $9 trillion to the national debt. Far, far more than Kamala, just like he did the first time. And suddenly they don't give a shit about the national debt. Suddenly they're crickets. The people that told me my entire life this is the most important issue, when you bring this up, they don't give a fuck about it. They are literally, as I always say, the people of nothing. For nothing, by nothing. Come on, Reddit, load up. And this is a very good illustration of what's happening. Sadly, Trump did build his wall, but the wall wasn't between us and Mexico. The wall is between neighbor and neighbor, pitting us against each other, tearing us apart. Foreign entities paying to have our country ripped in two. And this orange goof is the tip of their goddamn spear. Meanwhile, this is the guy they want to be the next in line, I guess. Barron Trump. Barron Trump hosts private dinner at Mar-a-Lago and jokes, who would ever eat food with a silver spoon? Mine was gold. I'm so rich. I'm ruling over all of y'all. And there are people that literally want this kid to be the future of politics in this country. He's never said a single thing about what his positions are. It doesn't matter. They want us to be ruled by tyrants. They get off on it. That's what conservatives are. Conservatives seek authoritarianism. And I understand why, because they're very weak-minded, and when you're weak-minded, the world is terrifying. You're born into this world not knowing what the fuck is going on, how to figure it out all by yourself. And when you're stupid, it's even scarier. So you want to believe that there are people out there who are super geniuses, who have it all figured out, who will guide you through the darkness, and you can follow. And even their kids will do. Anybody will fucking do to make the world a little less scary for your dumb ass. And that's where we're at, folks. Literally want this fucking dipshit to rule us. What a clown show. And it's incredible, folks. Who won the 2020 election to conservatives is a gotcha question. The most simple, basic question. Trump's out there every fucking day saying it was stolen from him, saying he won it. It's okay for him to talk about it every fucking day, but you're not allowed to ask them about it, because if you do, it's a gotcha question, and they're not looking backward, they're only looking forward.
The basis suggestion the Democrats are behind the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. I want to ask you another question.
There's so many. Please, anything.
Well, you have the opportunity to condemn it if you want. You have that opportunity, but we can move on now. I do want to ask you a question that Senator Vance did not answer at this week's debate. Can you say unequivocally that Joe Biden won the 2020 election and Donald Trump lost?
See, this is the game that is always played by mainstream media with leading Republicans. It's a gotcha game. You want us to litigate things that happened 4 years ago when
we literally just want you to answer the fucking question. Trump every day says it was rigged, it was stolen. Do you believe it was rigged and it was stolen? If Trump can look back, why can't we ask you questions about it?
We're talking about the future. We're not going to talk about what happened in 2020.
Literally, that's all Trump talks about.
We're going to talk about 2024 and how we're going to solve the problems for the American people.
That's not what he's talking about.
I think this game that's played all the time, I'm not going to engage in it. We're not talking about that.
So brave.
Joe Biden has been the president for almost 4 years. Everybody needs to get over this and move forward. That's what we need to talk
about. By everybody, you mean Trump?
About what happens on November 5 and the days after that. That's really important, and that's what the American demand for us to talk about.
So like Senator Vance, you cannot say unequivocally that Joe Biden won the 2020 election and Donald Trump lost?
George, I'm the Speaker of the House. I work with the President of the United States.
Just say yes, he lost.
Joe Biden has been the president for 4 years. There's not a question about this.
Well, then answer it.
It's already been.
It is a question about it, because Trump brings it up and makes it a question every goddamn day, which is why they're asking you.
Done and decided, and this is a gotcha game that's played, and I'm not playing it. I want to talk about the future. Let's talk about policies.
Such a fucking coward, dude. We know why you're not answering the question. We know you don't want to piss off your orange goofy daddy. Submissive cuck. And hard to believe this is a sitting member of Congress, but MTG out there trying to get people to make themselves sick. She's like, raw milk does a body good. Make America healthy again. Gross. Oh, my God. Milk is already disgusting as it is, but unpasteurized milk? Yeah, milk is pasteurized for a reason. That's how worms literally get into your brain. But I'm just saying, let her do it. Let her do it. Of course, reader out of context, raw milk consumption is linked to numerous foodborne illnesses. A lot of words I can't pronounce. E. coli, I got that. Listeria, brucella, a lot of it seems bad. Anyway, you might not want to drink that, but you do you, MTG. Drink all the fucking disgusting raw milk you want to. And this is a thing we're going to see a lot on tonight's show. It's how Republicans cause the problem, and then they bitch about the problem they cause. They cause the problem, and then they blame the problem on Democrats in order to get the fucking idiots that vote for them to vote against their own best interest. The GOP. The one thing workers want is higher real wages. But in Biden's economy, no luck. Yeah, in 2021, every single Republican senator voted against raising the minimum wage. Literally, it is you doing it and then bitching about the fucking problem. That's literally all they do. They have no solutions to anything. All they can do is make things worse and then bitch about it. But it seems very effective. And did you guys see this clip? So apparently this is a GOP Senate nominee, Curtis Bashaw. And during a live debate, he had a moment.
No, I'm a businessman that's created jobs, 1,000 jobs over the last 35 years. And I think that we need to make sure that we are dealing with affordability in a sensible way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. You're having a stroke, dude.
You okay?
No, you're not.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Totally fine. No problem whatsoever. Totally.
Do you want to?
I think
didn't glitch McConnell there.
Maybe we need to take a commercial break.
Yeah, you think?
And address some issues here on the stage. Stay with us.
So anyway, he was just like, oh, I just didn't eat. I didn't eat. That was the problem. I was just hungry. I needed a Snickers. I'm fine. But no, dude, you had a serious medical issue right there live on television. You almost fucking passed out. All right? The little hamster down your wheel. Serious. That ain't fucking lack of food. Whatever. Always got to lie about everything. And yeah, stroked out. And then in hurricane news, apparently after Hurricane Helene just crushed Florida and all other kinds of states, got another one right after it. Another big fucking hurricane coming in. And I just got to say, like, I am all for helping hurricane victims out with FEMA money, whatever they fucking need. But at some point, don't we have to stop building in Florida? Don't we have to stop building on the coast? Are we going to subsidize these people living there for fucking ever? They're going to get wiped out by global warming every goddamn year? Are the taxpayers going to be on the hook every fucking year so these people can live there? Hell no. Move away from there, all right? You ain't supposed to be there, all right? You guys didn't do it about climate change, and now you can't live there, all right? We're not, all right, let's just say this one time we're going to bail you out. We'll pay for you to move out of there. But next time, if you rebuild, that's fucking on you. No more. No more. Anyway, maybe unpopular. They've been saying for years, though, that climate change is a hoax. Doing everything they can to accelerate climate change instead of doing anything about it. But now that hurricanes that we've never seen, storms, now they have a new narrative. Matt Schlapp says, we will see what happens with this most terrifying of hurricanes in the Gulf. At some point, we have to ask ourselves, is there a divine attempt to get our attention and stop all the insanity in our modern existence? Yes, God, y'all. It's not climate change. God is all mad at us, and I guess that's why he's attacking Florida and whatnot. And it's basically this meme, dead on. If a blue state gets hit by a hurricane, it's because God hates gays. If a red state gets hit, it's because Democrats control the weather. Basically, that's their new thing, folks. Democrats are controlling the weather and trying to destroy conservative states on purpose to keep them from voting in the election. Never climate change, folks. They caused the problem, and they blame the other side for the problem they caused. And case in point, here is a very serious person. What the fuck's her name? It don't matter. Let's listen to what she has to. Oh, it's Candace. Candace something.
I really did think about this, Christian, like the whole thing with North Carolina. I know that it's a grab for the land, land grab, and they want the lithium. But I also believe they don't want the voters turning out that are all around Asheville, those Republican red voters. They are trying their best to keep Mark Robinson from that governorship because he understands. Oh, I feel the Holy Spirit. He understands the Constitution. He understands state sovereignty. He understands we are the United States of America. And as a state, we're sovereign. As a state, we should be able to function on our own. As a state, we can push back. We're joined because we choose to be. But the state has sovereignty, and Mark understands that, and it terrifies every single establishment politician in this country.
We're so terrified, y'all. We're so terrified of Mark Robertson. We're causing hurricanes with our weather machines. This is real life. Just good fucking God. And once again, they cause the problem, and they bitch about it. They blame the other side for the problem they fucking caused, and it's very effective to stupid people. Here's Representative Anna Paulina Luna. We have a Category 5 hurricane headed right to Pinellas, and Kamala Harris is taking this time to attack Governor Ron DeSantis. Cut the crap. We need FEMA dollars. Free up all assets. Stop attacking. She literally voted against FEMA last week, folks. She voted against the very money that she's now begging for. Here's the full list of Republicans who voted against FEMA funding before Helene hit. Look at all these names, folks. And then after it hit, every single one of them out there demanding the money. Every single one of them out there saying that the money went to illegal aliens when they voted against it. This is Republicanism 101, folks. This is how conservatives work. Yep, full list from my buddy Walter Masterson. Most evil motherfuckers among us. Conning the dumbest motherfuckers among us and voting against their own best interest. And yes, Republican congressmen see hurricane coming, vote against FEMA. Why did Biden do this? Just like they voted against the border bill, made it worse. Why is Biden let all these immigrants in? But it's effective. Dumb people just want somebody goddamn to blame. And Temple, Russian propagandist bald Tim Pool doing what he do, lying his ass off to divide us. Current Democrat priorities: Ukraine, Israel, Lebanon, illegal immigrants, abortion, 253 Hurricane Helene victims. But Democrats just tried to pass a Hurricane Helene relief bill, but Republican Speaker of the House Mike Johnson blocked it, by the way. So it's always the opposite of everything he fucking says, but he's getting so much money to lie to you, he will sell us all out in a fucking heartbeat. Just the worst goddamn people rewarded continuously for being evil. And gaslighting, folks. That's all they can fucking do. Here's Melania Trump claiming that when she was first lady, she was always in flood zone and hurricane areas helping out. I guess she was down there throwing paper towels at motherfuckers. Only, does anybody ever remember her doing fucking anything? None of this happened.
I remember when I visited states when it was a hurricane.
When did this happen?
I was there with people. I was praying with them, sharing the stories, and also serving the food. And we were there with FEMA, helping them. And I think it's very important that they see that they have support behind them and that they will be okay.
Does anybody remember that? That literally never fucking happened. I remember her wearing that jacket that said, "I don't care to you." I remember that shit. I remember when she fucked up the White House garden. I don't remember her fucking being around hurricanes and shit. Just a different reality, folks. They know they don't have to tell the truth because they know none of the idiots that vote for them are actually going to fucking check. And here's MTG again, folks, claiming they control the weather. So everybody made fun of her the first time she said it. So, of course, she's got to double and triple down. She posted this: they can't control the weather. And then she posts all these patent numbers. I guess you're just supposed to take her word for it that all these patents prove that they can control the weather. But as the reader context says, these patents can't control the weather. Most are absurd and lack practical relevance. Like this one, drops water from balloons as rain. They gave all the patents where you can click on themselves and you can read what the patents are. None of them control the fucking weather, but she knows you're not going to fucking check. So she could post Elon's body on this meme head and pretend like she was right all the fucking long. Playing on your ignorance, folks. That's how they stay in power. It's gotten so bad that they actually willed Joe Biden's corpse out to try to push back against some of this shit.
Now the claims are getting even more bizarre. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, a congresswoman of Georgia, is now saying the federal government is literally controlling the weather. We're controlling the weather. It's beyond ridiculous. It's got to stop. In moments like this, there are no red or blue states. There's one United States of America, where neighbors are helping neighbors. Volunteers and first responders are risking everything, including their own lives, to help their fellow Americans. State, local, and federal officials are standing side by side. Let me repeat, no one should make the American people question whether their governments will make sure that this is acting on strikes. They'll be there. We will. Now the claims.
And they even asked him, folks, why don't you call Donald Trump and ask him to stop spreading all this bullshit about the hurricane? Here's his response.
Talking about.
Sir, have you considered calling him and asking him to stop doing that? To stop spreading this?
Oh, come on.
Mr. President.
Talking about.
Oh, come on. God damn it, is this real life right now? What the fuck? Call Donald Trump. You got to be out of your goddamn mind. Even Biden's corpse ain't having it no more. But don't worry, folks, don't worry. On September 25th, everybody's pink-haired Alzheimer's grandmother, Kat Kerr, said she would take authority over Hurricane Helene. There will be no severe destruction in any way, she said. And what's that? Oh, yeah, it was horrible destruction in every way. But don't worry, folks. She's back, and this time she's taking authority over Hurricane Milton.
Like we said, we are over the weather, not under the weather. So we're all going to pray together. You weather warriors, get ready. We're going to kick devil butt, take authority over this weather, because God did not ever create the weather to do harm. We have created like a wall of faith. Laugh if you want to, but it does happen.
Didn't.
So, Helene, we come against you in Jesus' name. We come against our enemy, which is the devil that likes to take storms and use them against us. He uses a lot of other things against us also. We know that. And so right now we're taking authority over the storm and saying you will not do deadly destruction.
No damage.
You will not do any floods.
No floods.
No surges.
Nope.
No lightning strikes.
No lightning.
You're going to do nothing of any harm to anybody.
Nothing,
We're
Helene.
not going to let you come in and have storm surges that will wipe out half the beaches. We're not going to do that either.
Nope.
You have no permission.
No power, Helene.
Over the weather, not under the weather.
She's
we
over
say
you.
There will not be severe destruction in
There
any
won't be.
way.
In any way.
We command our pressure
commanded
to rise, rise in Helene. You will rise and rise and rise. You will be downgraded continually throughout the night.
That happened.
No
Definitely.
wind force
No
is
wind.
stronger
Zero wind.
than the plans of God. And we say no to the enemy's plans. We say yes to God's plan.
Yes, Lord.
So we did take authority over Milton.
They did it.
We did command the weather system to stop. We did command it to slow down. We did command the host to go shred the ends of that storm. We commanded the high pressure to come in and sit on that storm. And therefore, that is how we start all the time when there's a storm. If we hit it when it first starts, it usually...
So cool! I haven't checked the news or anything, but I'm glad that nothing happened with Hurricane Helene. I'm glad there wasn't $20 billion in damages or anything. Thank you for saving us, Cat Kerr. You are definitely a very serious person. And this gentleman nails it, folks. The double standard conservatives have when it comes to Kamala Harris.
No, we don't need your help in Florida. We don't want it. We have a great governor, Kamala. We don't want you. We don't want anything you have to offer us here in Florida.
Nothing.
So you can keep it to yourself.
Keep it, Kamala.
We do not want it.
Hi, Reverend. Is this you a couple days ago?
Where's the money for the American people at Kamala? Where is the money? Where is our money?
You say you didn't need it, bitch!
So which one is it? Do you guys want money or you don't?
Also, how does this guy breathe? His nostrils are not big enough to breathe. Oh my God. Anyway.
Don't want money. Do you want help or you don't want help? Because it seems like no matter what Kamala Harris does or says, we have to deal with grown-ass conservative men all over TikTok jumping in their car to cry about it. Now, let me tell you the difference between the two candidates. Before Kamala Harris called over to Ron DeSantis, she didn't double-check whether you guys voted for her or not. Only Trump would do something that wildly fucking pathetic. Okay, so here's the deal, buddy. Nobody gives a shit whether you like Kamala Harris or not. She's still going to come help you guys out in Florida. That's the difference between us.
I didn't say he was not cute. I said his nostrils were very narrow. I like that. That's sexy to me. That's my kink, really, if you want to be real about it. And dead on too. Also, not just cute, smart. He got a mind on him. I didn't mean to shit on his nose. I'm sorry. That was superficial of me. And should be in the Beyond Parody section, but it also fits in the Hurricane section, so let's cover it. Eric Trump was just appointed as deputy sheriff, oh my, for St. Lucie County by a controversial sheriff up for election who was recently appointed by Ron DeSantis. Eric said it was his lifelong dream to be a cop, and now he has a real badge to prove it. Cool. I'm sure this is going to work out great, making this guy a honorary deputy of Lucie County. And the next thing you know, a hurricane fell on their police headquarters. St. Lucie County, Florida Sheriff's Office struck by tornado. I guess God didn't like that very much. You might be praying to the wrong God, dumbasses. And then, big shout out to my girl, Tay-Tay, who donated $5 million to Hurricane Helene and Milton relief efforts. Where you at, Elon? Once again, Tay-Tay showing you the fuck up. Love me some Tay-Tay. And let's finish on this one. Another fucking absolute banger genius video from brilliant satirist Brett Terhune.
Look at this. Storm the Capitol. Barbie was right once again. Surprise, surprise. They are controlling the weather. And for the record, the only pronouns I recognize are they and them, because that's who's doing everything out here. They and them are the biggest bunch of stupid, brainwashed idiots / evil genius political masterminds, and they're controlling the weather. You know, the other day somebody said it was cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I said, who do they got working the weather machine down there? Chef Boyardee? They're controlling the weather. That's a fact, and we're going to have to face up to it. I mean, who do you think made it rain on Alanis Morissette's wedding day? It was Dave Coulier in the Full House with a weather machine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody said it was raining cats and dogs. I said, I believe it. They're probably feeding the people in Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing, and for years it was raining men. And now I look around out here, I don't see any real men unless I look in the mirror. We got a drought on our hands. You think that was on accident? No. Where are the real men? Where have all the cowboys gone? You know, these rappers were telling us for years. What do you think they meant when they said they were making it rain? They're not talking about throwing fitties at titties. Hell, if you can't trust a rapper, who can you trust? Nobody. You know, somebody said, why did Snoop Dogg buy an umbrella? Faux drizzle. Well, let me ask you this. How did he know it was going to rain? Mm-hmm. Think about that. I haven't. The bottom line is I'd rather believe all that than acknowledge that there are real problems in our world.
Me too.
Bad stuff just doesn't happen. It's got to be manufactured. I can't comprehend it. Everything's a conspiracy, and I find joy in nothing.
Genius, love me some Brett Terhune. Go subscribe to Brett Terhune immediately, if not sooner. And that is my Chud Watch / hurricane coverage for this evening. Fitties and titties, just genius. How does he remember all that shit? I guess he writes it down and memorizes it, sort of. I don't know. I can't do that. I like this guy. It's funny. Everybody loves Brett. He's like a pug. What's cute about him? His crest? I don't know. I'm just trying to be nice, y'all. I got a big heart on me. Sometimes a little too big. And all right, let's move along, folks. Gonna read all your super chats at the end of the next section. So get them in early, get them in often. But for now, it's time for everybody to climb aboard. Woo-hoo! Coconut Express. And this week, Kamala Harris is actually doing what I hoped that she would do. Making all the podcast circuits, going on a bunch of talk shows, trying to get her name, her positions, her ideas out there, which is exactly what she should fucking do. But not stopping Trump from what seems to me to be a threat. I guess he will say that he's joking, but doesn't really seem like a joke to me. Here he is insinuating that if anybody comes out and claims they support Kamala Harris, they might get hurt.
Is there anybody here that's going to vote for Lion Kamala? Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand. Actually, I should say don't raise your hand. It would be very dangerous. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. Please don't raise your hand.
Why would you get hurt for supporting the other candidate? Are you insinuating that your crowd are psychopaths that don't respect other people's First Amendment right to say whatever they want to say? And if that's the truth, isn't that a bad thing? Isn't that something you should be ashamed of, Donald Trump? Instead of something you're celebrating? But no, of course not. It's the left who has violent rhetoric, isn't it? It's the left that should tone down the divisiveness. And then, folks, the most brutal opening of 60 Minutes in history.
A week ago, Trump backed out. The campaign offered shifting explanations. First, it complained that we would fact-check the interview. We fact-check every story. Later, Trump said he needed an apology for his interview in 2020. Trump claims correspondent Leslie Stahl said in that interview that Hunter Biden's controversial laptop came from Russia. She never said that. Trump has said his opponent doesn't do interviews because she can't handle them. He had previously declined another debate with Harris, so tonight may have been the largest audience for the candidates between now and Election Day. Our questions addressed the economy, immigration, reproductive rights, and the wars in the Middle East and Europe. Both campaigns understood this special would go ahead if either candidate backed out. And so with that, here's Bill Whitaker.
Yep, Trump, check it out once again. Can't handle any tough questions. Anybody's going to ask him something that's not softball. The biggest fucking chicken shit goddamn coward on the fucking planet. It's hilarious. Everybody wants to pretend like Trump is some kind of strong man when he's the weakest bitch I've ever fucking seen in the White House. And not to be outdone, Stephen Colbert did his parody of the 60 Minutes opening.
Good evening. It has been a tradition here at The Late Show since yesterday that the major party candidates sit down with me for an interview in October. We invited Kamala Harris to be our guest this evening, and she accepted. That interview in a moment. In the interest of fairness, we also invited former President Donald Trump to go himself. He declined our offer.
He declined our offer. I bet he did go fuck himself, to be honest with you. I bet that dude likes to whoop that little mushroom dick. And that, folks, excellent opportunity for Kamala Harris to put out campaign ads to highlight the major difference between the two candidates as far as 60 Minutes goes.
Are you ready for some tough questions?
You're going to be fair.
But you're okay with some tough questions?
No, I'm not. Why didn't your administration take those steps in 2021?
The first bill we proposed to Congress was to fix our broken immigration system. It was not taken up. A bipartisan group of members of the United States Senate, including one of the most conservative members of the United States Senate, got together, came up with a border security bill. Donald Trump got word, so he told his buddies in Congress, kill the bill, don't let it move forward.
But no, your first question was, this is going to be tough questions. Would you meet with President Vladimir Putin to negotiate a solution to the war in Ukraine?
Not bilaterally without Ukraine, no. Ukraine must have a say in the future of Ukraine.
I think we have enough of an interview here, Hope. Okay, that's enough. Let's go.
If he is not going to give your viewers
pussy-ass
the
bitch
ability to have a meaningful, thoughtful conversation, question and answer with you, then watch his rallies. You're going to hear conversations that are about himself and all of his personal grievances. And what you will not hear is anything about you, the listener.
So we're waiting for an apology. They want to do it again. I'll do it again, but they got to apologize. Don't you think I should make them apologize?
It's always an excuse for why he can't do it, folks. I really want to do it so bad. Oh, my God. I want to do it. It's like your pussy friend who's always picking fights, and he's like, hold me back, hold me back. If they weren't hold me back, I'd whoop your ass. Hold me back. Just so obvious. He's so weak, so fucking pathetic. But then so are all conservatives. Every one of you are weak sacks of shit. Scared little titty babies. And then, of course, immediately he went out and threatened 60 Minutes, folks. This is what he does. Doesn't give a shit about free speech at all. He's always got to find a way to turn it around. Obviously, he knows it makes him look weak. He knows the fact that he can't do any interviews that are not SAPA interviews makes him look incredibly fucking pathetic. But he has to put out a narrative out instead that spins it all around. And this time he's doing it by threatening the First Amendment rights of 60 Minutes. He says, I've never seen this before, but the producer of 60 Minutes sliced and diced, cut and pastes, lying Kamala's answers to questions. First off, editing interviews is what pretty much every channel does. No one has 2-hour live interviews, right? Trump is on Fox News all the time. They cut up his interviews. This is par for the course, standard practice. So that's bullshit. Lying Kamala's answers to questions which were virtually incoherent over and over again, some by as many as 4 times in a single sentence or thought, which is not true. It'd be pretty obvious if you cut up a single sentence 4 fucking times. All in an effort to possibly illegally, as part of the new news division, which must be licensed to make her look more presidential, or at least better. It may also be a major campaign finance violation. This is a stain on the reputation of 60 Minutes that is not recoverable. It will always remain with this once storied brand. I have never heard of such a thing being done in the news. It is the very definition of fake news. The public is owed a major and immediate apology This is an open and shut case and must be investigated starting today. Yeah, we're going to investigate 60 Minutes for having Kamala on there when I refuse to go on there. This is how frustrating this is, folks. I actually saw this on Fox News where they were pushing this narrative and claiming that Kamala was heavily edited by 60 Minutes to make her look better. And that's how they spin everything. Even though they know it makes Trump look bad and weak, they still find a way to spin it because it gives a talking point for Trump supporters to put out there when we come back and tell them, hey, isn't Trump incredibly pathetic for not having the guts to go 60 Minutes? They'll be like, no, actually, Kamala is the bad one here because they edited her. They edited her to make her look good. And it doesn't matter if they believe it or not, folks. They just want to have something to say when you call them out on their bullshit. They want to have a talking point to regurgitate and parrot. Like, I would be surprised if my DMs after the show, somebody be messaging me, did you see how they edited Kamala to make her look like she was intelligent? You know, just, it's so fucking frustrating how effective this is. But it is, folks. Like I said, they don't actually care what's true. They just want a talking point. Something they can pretend to believe. So they don't have to admit the truth that he's incredibly weak and pathetic for not going on 60 Minutes. And then she went on a very popular podcast that I had never heard before called Call Her Daddy. But pretty good, I guess. Like I said, incredibly popular. Way more popular than most of the news shows she would go on. So probably a great way to attract new voters that would normally vote for her. And here's a very small part of the interview.
I want to ask you a question because again, in speaking about women, there has been a very big fixation on biological children, stepchildren, women that have children versus women that don't have children. It's like a huge point somehow of this entire election, right? I saw the governor of Arkansas said, my kids keep me humble. Unfortunately, Kamala Harris doesn't have anything keeping her humble. How did that make you feel?
I don't think she understands that there are a whole lot of women out here who, one, are not aspiring to be humble. Two, a whole lot of women out here who have a lot of love in their life, family in their life, and children in their life. And I think it's really important for women to lift each other up. You know, I'll tell you, Alex, one of the things that I have really enjoyed about...
So pretty good answer. Won't play the rest of it, but it's not the 1950s anymore. Women aren't out here worried about being humble. I guarantee you she ain't saying the same thing about Trump. Trump's not being humble enough because it's a double standard that doesn't apply to men. They never get asked stupid fucking questions like that. And then here's her answer to her message to Gen Z and millennial voters.
Almost 1 in 4 Gen Z and millennials say they don't want to have kids because it's too damn expensive.
Yes.
How are you going to help young people not feel left behind?
First of all, it's a very real issue and we need to take it seriously. And I do take it very seriously. So there are a number of issues that contribute to that feeling. One is housing is too expensive. And we need to increase the housing supply. So part of my plan is to work with home builders in the private sector to build, by the end of my first term, 3 million more housing units. Second piece is $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home buyers. Because a big issue in terms of the barrier to being a homeowner is just having enough to actually put that down payment down, right, to get your foot in the door. The other piece of it is we need to give tax credits and really understand that middle class and working people need a break. And so part of my plan is to give 100 million more people who basically are middle class working people tax cuts, including for young parents, a $6,000 tax cut for the first year of their child's life, which helps them buy a crib or a car seat or clothing and just get through that first year, which is such an important and critical stage of their child's development.
Excuse me. So pretty good answer. We just need universal basic income so it doesn't cost $20,000 to have a kid. But otherwise, it seems like conservatives will be all on board with all her policies since they're really worried about the birth rate going down so much. And then she went on over there to, what the fuck's this guy's name? I have name aphasia. Anyway, she went on this guy's, Howard Stern, went on Howard Stern's podcast. I have not listened to him and never listened to Howard Stern, never cared for him. But still, he's, I guess, the highest paid podcaster in the world still, more than Joe Rogan, I think. And this was their conversation.
Trump was sending COVID tests to Putin, and Putin said, don't let anyone know. I mean, what is going on? What do you make of that?
So I actually said it even in the debate. I believe that Donald Trump has this desire to be a dictator. He admires strong men, and he gets played by them because he thinks that they're his friends.
Yeah.
And they are manipulating him full time and manipulating him by flattery.
Yeah.
And with favor. And so in the midst, to your point, as reported by Bob Woodward, in the height of the pandemic, and remember, and your listeners will remember, people were dying by the hundreds.
Yeah.
Everybody was scrambling to get these kits, the tests, the COVID test kits.
Couldn't get them.
Couldn't get them.
Right.
Couldn't get them anywhere.
Right.
And this guy who is president of the United States is sending them to Russia, to a murderous dictator for his personal use?
But Trump supporters would rather Vladimir Putin get them than us. Their loyalty lies with Russia, not America. They say America first, but nothing could be further from the truth. So, of course, he got out there and attacked Howard Stern. And how can this be real life? How can the guy who was a coin flip to be in the White House again use the word beta male unironically? He's like, beta male Howard Stern made a fool of himself on his low-rated radio show when he interviewed lying Kamala Harris and hit her with so many softball questions. It's, once again, the buffooning of America. This is done on purpose to cheapen our country. And it's working, folks. So fucking embarrassing. Meanwhile, another super tough alpha male gonna threaten us all if we support Kamala Harris.
Boy, if you still support this administration after what they're doing for the hurricane victims, you're a piece of fucking shit. I'm telling you what, man, it's time for this country to rise up.
Do it.
Invoke our Second Amendment for what our forefathers intended it to
Do
be.
it!
I'm telling you, man, being tolerant of this fucking bullshit is what got us to this damn point. I tell you what, man, I see a son bitch wearing a Harris hat, I'm going to put knots on that head faster than he can rub them. Guaranteed.
I guarantee you won't, you fucking pussy-ass bitch. I tell you what, I live in Grenada, Mississippi. I promise you, I will meet you any fucking where in this town you want to meet me. I promise you, I'll show up with a camera crew. I promise you. And I also promise you, you ain't gonna fucking do shit. I'll stab holes in you and pull fucking shit out, motherfucker. You fucking pussy-ass bitch, hide behind your goddamn camera like you're tough. Nobody's scared of you, Jethro. Sound like Boomhauer. I guarantee you. Just shut the fuck up. Weak. Nobody's scared of you. You're pathetic, dude. Delusions of grandeur, believing he's way fucking tougher than he is when you ain't nothing but a dough bitch. But hey, this video cheered me up some. I am so here for this. Let's fucking go. So it starts off by saying what we think we look like putting out an election sign in our yard. Let me turn it down because it seems like it's very loud. All right. Let's see what they think they look like. All right. And what the neighbors see is this. Uh-oh. I gotta fucking mute that shit. Let me mute it. We could just watch them fucking dance. God damn it. Shut up! Anyway, pretty cool video. I like this. And you know what? I don't want to judge people unfairly, but I'm starting to think these two guys might be gay. I don't know. Maybe not, but I got my eyes on you two. And all right. What else we got? Any more on the Kamala Coconut Express? Oh, yeah, I got a couple more. My boo, my crush, Jessica Alba, who's a billionaire. Did you guys know she's a billionaire? She came out with some kind of bullshit fucking company and made $1 billion. Anyway, here's what she has to say.
Than any means so much to me because I want my kids to live in a country that reflects our values. I grew up in a working class family, my parents living paycheck to paycheck, several jobs each, and it's not that fun just to get by. And Kamala Harris promises an opportunity economy where we're not just going to get by anymore, we're going to thrive. All of us deserve a chance than any.
So you go, Queen! I'm glad to see celebrities come out there and use their platform to try to get Kamala elected. And then, this is one banger of a campaign ad.
I believe in individual freedom. I want to decide what I want to do with my body. I think I don't want government in my personal business.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Oh, yeah, nailed it. Should put that all over the country. Seems like you would have talked to your husband about that and, had him not overturn Roe versus Wade, but oh well, what you gonna do? And last but not least, at least according to this, a little hopium, Kamala Harris maintains a narrow lead in key states in the U.S. presidential race. The United States presidential election will be held on November. We already know. Anyway, Kamala leads Republican Donald Trump by 49.3 to 46.2. And slightly winning in some of the swing states. So good. I hope she wins. But I'm also preparing myself for her not to win. Because it's a fucking coin flip. That's how horrible, and ridiculous this country is. It's sad as fuck. But that is my Coconut Express for tonight. Hell yeah, folks. Man, my Patreon's been slipping, y'all. But shut up, Dusty. I hate to even ask, but if you click the more button of this video you're watching right now, the very first link leads to my Patreon. I beg you, could you please consider chipping in $1 or $2? If you watch a couple of my shows every week, if you like the art, please support it so it doesn't disappear. I work real hard on the show, and I support an animal sanctuary. It's very expensive. And so if you like my show, please consider just shipping in $1 or $2. I know it's a pain in the ass, put your credit card information in, your PayPal information in. But you'll feel good. And most importantly, you'll get tickets to all of the after parties, which take place right after the show tonight. And we have another good one tonight. So please chip in if you're able to. And thank you for letting me beg you. And all right, let's read the super chats. How we doing tonight, heroes? Appreciate you. Rebecca Poise, always a giant hero of the show. Rebecca says, you're back. Hell yeah. Can't keep a good man down. Missed your Saturday show. What? And now we binge and hell yeah, catch up. Ironically, one weekend we had plans. You had a show. I know, right? I'm sorry. But hey, you got plenty to watch. I look forward to hanging out with you. Appreciate you as always, Rebecca. And BBC, Hell Satan. Elon Musk has some explaining to do. What a waterhead. We're going to cover that in the second half of the show. Got a whole big, long Elon section. I'm going to make fun of him. Why is he so weird? Developmental issues. That's what I understand. If he would just shut the fuck up, go do rich people things, go play with your boat. Imagine being the richest man in the world and still making an ass out of yourself continuously. Man, if I was super rich, nobody would ever see me fucking again. I would delete my YouTube channel, all my social media. I'd be a fucking ghost, y'all. I'd be living my best life, minding my own fucking business, but some people just ain't got the class. James White! Just a heads up, Dusty. Comment Christopher Titus has his own show, too. I know. I like Titus. I don't know if it's long-term, but I really think you'll like his stuff. He had a show for a while, hadn't he? I'm very familiar with Christopher Titus. He should have me on, but he won't. Vince, the polls are not looking good for Harris now. What? I just showed some good polls for Harris. Don't make me feel bad. Basset gave $20. Good to see you, Dusty. Hey, good to be seen. Hello from Ohio. I'm surrounded by idiots. Also, victory to Palestine. Hell yeah, free Palestine. Thank you, Basset Gang. Stay cool. John Porter, $5. Love you, Dusty. Love you back, John. You stay cool, too. Kate Morgan, $10. Hugs to you for being you. Hey, hugs back to you, Kate. Enjoy the wonderful pets you saved. Kate, Tia, and Anna. What? I saved him. How the fuck did I save him? Anyway, I appreciate you. Thank you for your service, Kate. Jason asked me, one ticket. That's the way to do it. If you got a ticket, show up and give both Jason Ashby and Jupe the Malignant. 5 from Jupe. Both of you are awesome. I appreciate you. Thank you. Megan Barcelona, $2. Broke Bitch Club. Love you. Love you back. It all adds up. V, $5. Nice to see you again after a few weeks. Dusty, where you been? Hope that you and the Floating Kitties are doing all right over there. I'm all right. Try not to be depressed. You helped, though, V. Thank you. Venture Van, what's up, Venture? $10. I argued with my coworkers about Trump. Pointless. It's disheartening to hear decent people defend the orange goof. I'm surrounded by zombies. I was just having a conversation with my friend Steven about this. He has a regular job, and he was talking about how disheartened he is because he tries to argue with the Trump supporters, and no matter what he says, no matter what evidence he shows them, they just simply don't give a shit. And like I tell him, you can't change people's mind by using logic and reason when they didn't use logic and reason to form their opinions to begin with. It's fucking pointless. The only thing I've ever found to be effective is to make fun of them, but you can't really do that to their face because they'll punch you. So you need your own show, but I'll do it for you. Thank you, Venture Van. MW $10 currently traveling out of state and was able to sign up to vote online and already did. You one of the good ones. If MAGA had their way, I wouldn't have been able to vote. I know, right? Disenfranchise the vote, make less people vote. That's the only way they can win. Cole James, woo-woo! Big toot to my buddy Cole James. Thank you, you fucking hero. Juke, $20. My new Asian boyfriend, what? Sexy. Says he wants to make me breakfast. Do it. I don't know what we are going to do until then, but I won't turn down a great breakfast. Hell yeah. Sounds like you got a good one. Hang on to them, Jupe. PGD for $20. Got to support the greatest show. You do, and you did, and you rock. PGD for good to see you tonight. Jupe, 666, Hell Satan. I got my flu shot and my COVID shot today. That's the way to do it. I stuck both Band-Aids on Kenneth Copeland's forehead. Fuck yeah. That'll show him. Appreciate you, Juke. Sandgroper, $20. Australian. I know more of the more. I know nothing about nothing, and still 50-50. Jesus, yep. When he wants to know about it, no one has ever known more about it. And when he doesn't want to know about it, never fucking heard about it. It's the most obvious con in the world, but they don't give a shit. And thank you, Sand. Agent Orange, what up, Agent? Good to see you tonight. $25. Fucking shit. Come on, motherfucker. What's going on? I saw Melania all of the time in magazines. Yeah, I know, right? That only adults can purchase. I mean, she was a lovely nude model. Not a great first lady, but a great sex worker. Sex workers will work. Thank you, Agent Orange. John Bliss. What up, John? $5. It's fine to take breaks. Current events get heavy at times. I go and veg out with no news for a day and watch sports, movies, and sleep. Love you, Dusty. Yeah, I don't like taking days off, though, to be honest with you. For one, the news gets stale. It rots real quick. And for two, I can't really afford it. And for three, I like hanging with you guys. And for four, like I feel obligated to try to, I don't know, use my platform to put the spotlight on things that I think will help improve our country. But yeah, sometimes you do need a break. It gets real depressing. Thank you, John. And Isaac, $20. Glad to see you back, Dusty. Hell yeah, glad to see you back after seeing your front. I've been watching your older episodes to keep me sane. That's the way to do it. Lots to catch up on. I have over 1,000 videos, so plenty of content. And thank you for supporting it, Isaac. It means a lot. Chris Clark, 20. Hell yeah, that's the way to do it. Chris Clark, everybody, much love to Chris Clark. 20 free tickets. If you got a free ticket, show up at the after party. Check the membership section of YouTube for your free ticket and give Chris Clark your love because X-T deserves it. Thank you. And Cole J, another $5. Woo-hoo, another 2 for Cole. Everybody, shout out to Cole. And what Swaggering Cat, big donation. So far making you the super chat. How jump of the world? You and Chris Clark tonight. Thank you, Swaggering Cat. Didn't say nothing, and you ain't got to, you fucking sexy ass hero. Uh-oh, my shit just crashed. Nice. All right, hopefully everything's still running. Motherfucker. All right, what else we got? I was ill with family issues on my sister's passing, and then was in Arizona for a week, so I missed a few shows. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, V, but glad to have you back. I appreciate it. Just sending some love. Love back to you, Sonora Rose. Good to see you tonight. A whole year of genocide. Thank you for speaking out on it nonstop. Cheers, that's the man. Yep, going to cover it again tonight. Going to do what we do. I feel obligated. And, sorry, I did say something. The Pharaohs are thinking of the plight of their counterparts in Florida and send their regards. I can't think about that kind of stuff. Like, literally, I have to keep my mind from thinking about certain things because I will literally go crazy. I have too much empathy But thank you, Swagger, and very generous, and I appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. Scritches to all the pharaohs from me. And thank you, everybody who donated tonight. I very much appreciate it. You guys are amazing and loved. And still plenty of time to get your super chats in before the end of the show. Going to read all the rest of them at the end. But right now it's time for... Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. I disagree with pretty much all of what you say. What? Ain't no way you can disagree with me because I'm literally showing you all the receipts. So you would have to disagree with your own eyes, Boggy. But first off, our religious bullshit. Been 3 days since my last show. So obviously, Texas youth pastor pleads guilty to producing child porn. An Abilene preschool employee has pleaded guilty to producing child pornography. Basically, he was sending a 13-year-old boy money for nude pictures. That's real genius. I just don't understand what's wrong with these people. I mean, even if you were a pedophile, why would you do that? You're going to get caught. 100% of you are going to get caught. You're so stupid. I mean, I know you're already fucked up in the head, but good God. But yeah, always the youth pastors. Keep sending your kids to them, idiots. And then, folks, I've been covering the plight of hate pastor Steve Anderson over the last couple shows. You guys know this guy. He's the one that thinks all gay people should be put to death, hates women. Just one of the biggest pieces of trash that you could possibly imagine. And then it came out he was abusing his wife, and all his kids came out about how he was abusing them too. Apparently, this is his fourth kid who came out to tell their story. Solomon is his name.
My dad would punish his children by threatening to rip animals in half and smashing their toys in front of them. So, what, is that okay? Because if we're gonna just throw around, because my dad's saying you're complaining about all this stuff from the past, but that's what he's doing with my uncle. So if we're gonna bring up stuff from the past, we can bring up the fact that if my dad got mad at my mom, he would just start ripping glasses out of the counter, out of the cupboard, and throwing them at the wall, and just throwing chairs around and pushing her, shoving her, sometimes beating her, And no, not with a closed fist. They're gonna make some fucking stupid semantic game about punching, or no, it wasn't that. It was basically, I don't know. They rarely did it around me. I was only in the house for it one time, and it's because when they sent everybody outside, I was in a bedroom taking care of the baby while they went at each other's throats. And then my mom was screaming for help from me or something, and I'm 12, so what the fuck am I gonna do? You know? So and yeah, it's should I be bringing that up right now? Is that in good taste to bring up? Is that appropriate to be talking about? Is that something that I should be holding a grudge about? No. Yes. But clearly we're allowed to make these sort of just, oh, look at him. This is the kind of person he is. See, he did this, that he's bad. So we don't. I could just go on about my dad and do the same thing. Okay, I would just say that there's none righteous, no, not one. I know for a fact that I'm.
Yeah, don't defend him. He's a dick. Beat your mom, beat your kids. So just tell the fucking truth. And now this next part, I don't know if it's true or not, but according to one of his kids, I have it on good authority that my father was picked up yesterday afternoon and taken involuntarily to the psych ward. Next service is going to be insane, literally. So I don't know, but his kids are saying he got sent to the psych ward. I fucking hope that's true. That would be goddamn glorious. That's where he fucking belongs. Put him in a padded cell. Lock that motherfucker up. And then last but not least on religious bullshit, folks, I'm starting to think Jesus is horny as fuck. He's gonna do what all of a sudden? He's gonna do what all of a sudden? Where's he gonna come? Does he have erectile dysfunction? You feel it on your face? Nice! Hell yeah! Woo! We all feel him coming! He gonna come all of a sudden. I guess Jesus is a two-pump chomp. Can't hold us coming. Gonna come all of a sudden, and I am for it. Slurp that jizz! And hey, that is my religious bullshit for tonight. Hell yeah! He gonna come all of a sudden, y'all. Better watch it. You guys ready? You guys ready to lap all the cum out of those cum gutters? You know, Jesus' cum gotta be delicious. I bet he's like eating pineapple and shit. Pour me a glass of that. And yeah, hypnotic brainwashing. Yep, repetitive all over and over and over again. It's hypnotism 101. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Two pump chop. Yep, definitely. Jesus can't hold it back. You guys are too sexy. He gonna come all over the bride of Christ. Show honeymoon, motherfuckers. And move along, folks. I ain't done this in a while. I don't think I have a opening for it, but I don't need one. I'll just do it live. He shall be Elon. Remember that? Remember I used to do that long time ago? I used to do He shall be Elon. Remember that? Anyway, tonight on He shall be Elon. First off, imagine getting killed because you bought Elon's $140,000 piece of shit truck. Apparently, that's what's happening. People in Florida can't escape the hurricane because their $140,000 cyber stuck won't start. Yeah, tap, 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 tap. He's like, hi, Tesla, at Elon Musk. I live in Naples, Florida, and I'm trying to evacuate from incoming Category 4 Hurricane Milton, forecast to directly hit SFLW Tuesday p.m. My 24 Tesla Model Y is fully charged at 90%, but won't turn on. The screen is black. Your help will be much appreciated. Thank you. Just die. Hey, if you're dumb enough to buy a $140,000 truck from Elon Musk, you pretty much deserve whatever you fucking get. So, delete it, belly up. Hopefully, it's Darwinian at this point. Dumb sons of bitches. And folks, this should be a Harris campaign. Here's Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson laughing about the idea of Kamala Harris not being killed. No, wait, that's not it. That's the next clip. This clip, he's admitting that if Trump doesn't win, he's going to prison.
If he loses, man, what? You're fucked, dude.
I'm fucked. If he loses, I'm fucked.
It does seem that way. You can't just be like,
Yeah, I'm like, how long do you think my prison sentence is going to be? Do you think? Will I see my children? I don't know.
Accidentally telling the truth, folks. That's why he's spending hundreds of millions of dollars to get Trump elected, because they're breaking the fucking law all over the goddamn place. And he's worried he might actually get held accountable for it. And he's trying to buy his way out of his illegal activities. And his mama may join him, folks. Imagine being this fucking stupid. May Musk, his creepy ass mama, says the Democrats have given us another option. You don't have to register to vote on election day. Have 10 fake names, go to 10 polling booths, and vote 10 times. That's 100 votes, and it's not illegal. Maybe we should work the system too. Only, yeah, obviously that's very fucking illegal. She can pretend like she's joking, but she's literally out here encouraging people to commit voter fraud. The exact same thing they accuse the left of doing. But there's a different set of rules when you're rich, folks. They can literally do anything they goddamn want to. Case in point, Elon is literally buying votes out here, folks. Elon is like, sign our petition to support the Constitution. Also earn $47 for every person you refer to sign the petition if they're in a swing state. Only in order to sign the petition, you have to register to vote. So he's literally paying people to register to vote. And if you're playing at home, yes, that's incredibly fucking illegal. Elon Musk is paying for votes by proxy, likely violating 18 U.S. Code 597, expenditures to influence voting. But it doesn't matter, folks. He can get away with it. He knows he can. He knows he has enough lawyers to do fucking anything. No accountability. Here he is. The first $47 payments were hand-delivered in Philly last night as a surprise to early signers. Sign the petition and refer your friends and receive $47 for each registered swing state voter you refer that signs. So, yeah, incredibly fucking illegal, but what you gonna do? No accountability for the rich. And you might notice he confiscated the @America tag on Twitter. It belonged to somebody else, and he just kicked them off their own tag and took it. And they started using it to spread right-wing propaganda, which just goes to show you, I mean, it's his right. He owns Twitter. He can do anything he wants to with it. So he absolutely has the right to do this. But this should be a warning to anybody who tries to build a brand on Twitter. Elon can take your brand instantly with no payment, no notice, nothing. He could take over Kamala Harris' official account and use it to spread Donald Trump propaganda. He could take over Coke's account, use it to spread Pepsi. So, might not want to try to build a brand on Twitter. Could be taken away from you at any fucking moment. And then, folks, all he does is spread lies and propaganda. That's what he bought Twitter for. So, here's an article that was posted. Yes, diversity is about getting rid of white people, and that's a good thing. It's a whole article about how getting rid of white people is a good thing, to which Alex posts and says, to all those who say this article is fake, it's not. It's very real. It's very disturbing. And it says out loud what woke policies are secretly about. So obviously Elon Musk immediately spreads this, signal boost for it, to his 200 million followers. Racism in any form is abhorrent, and those who push it should be shunned. Only, of course, it's not true. This is a troll article. The claimed author, Emily Goldstein, did not write it. Online troll Joshua Goldberg, who operated many accounts with false identities across the political spectrum, claims credit for it. But this is Twitter 101, folks. This is how it is every single time. This is basically how every post on here goes. Blue check account. This is not fake. This is 100% real. Elon, concerning. Post gets millions of views. Community notes this is actually 100% false. But it doesn't get removed. Doesn't do any clarification. Nothing. Just leaves the lie fucking up so the misinformation is spread. Because Elon has decided he wants to be evil. I guess he's bored. I guess when you reach a certain amount of wealth, you have a decision to make. You can either be benevolent, you can help people, you can try to make the world better, or you can just decide to be the most evil sack of shit you can possibly fucking be, knowing there's no ramifications, no accountability. You can do whatever you want to. You're too rich to be held accountable for anything. And that's where Elon Musk has decided to go. Example of that, this is what I was talking about earlier. Here he is joking around with Tucker Carlson that nobody is trying to kill Kamala Harris.
Which is like nobody's even bothering to try to kill Kamala because it's pointless. What do you achieve? Nothing.
No, it's totally
just find
right.
another puppet.
Exactly. That's
it's no point in killing.
It's deep and true, though.
Nobody's trying to kill Joe Biden. It would be pointless.
Totally.
So funny, so hilarious, but literally they're trying to get people to kill them. They're trying to instigate their followers. Hey, why is nobody trying to kill them? Why are people trying to kill Donald Trump, but nobody's trying to kill Biden or Harris? Hey, folks, get busy out there. They're laughing and making a joke about it, but it's obvious what they're trying to do. They're very transparent. And then, folks, 100% chance Elon Musk put this up himself. In Musk, we trust. No one ever loved sucking their own dick more than Elon Musk, except perhaps for Donald Trump. They're all exactly the same, these fucking narcissists. And then he got roundly mocked, roasted all over the internet for his Trump rally attendance. And look at his face, folks. Like I said, he's decided to be a Bond villain. He gets off on it. Certain people are so demented that they just sit around and think about how to hurt other people. They get off on it. Knowing that they can't be held accountable, they just sit around and think about, well, what can I do next? What can I do to prove that I'm so powerful that regardless of what the fuck I do, I can get away with it? This is how Israel works. This is why they're doing what they're doing in Gaza, because they're literally sadists that get off on it. This kind of person Elon Musk is. Look at his face. He's purposely trying to be evil because he thinks that's cool. He thinks being evil is cool. That's the level of degeneracy we're dealing with. And yes, it's fucking cringe. But it's also serious because we're dealing with the richest man in the fucking world who has enough money to do a lot of fucking evil. And what he's doing here is known as the Kubrick stare. Made famous by Stanley Kubrick and his movies. This is the look that the bad guy in his movies gives, so you'll know that he's at the peak level of their derangement. They can't get any more deranged, and that's exactly what Elon's doing here. He was doing it on purpose because he thinks being evil is cool. But needless to say, he got roundly mocked all over the goddamn place for how cringe his appearance at the Trump rally was. First, I remember Trump said that when Elon Musk came to the White House asking me for help on all of his many subsidized projects, whether it's electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, or rocket ships to nowhere, without which subsidies he'd be worthless, and telling me how he was a big Trump fan and Republican, I could have said, drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it. Tell him the truth for once, but yep, you're right. Elon has kissed the ring, and yep, he would drop to your knees and suck your dick if you asked him to. That's how fucking pathetic he is. But memes got started everywhere, folks. I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. Like this one, Elon taking the bullet for Donald Trump, which he definitely wouldn't fucking do, but he would pretend to do it because it's all fake. And he's not just MAGA, folks. He's dark MAGA. And here's his version of dark MAGA.
There were 3 people right there.
Yep. Fetal alcohol and fetal alcohol. Elon Musk. Spitting image. Gotta love it. And who did this? Yep. I used this one in the thumbnail because I liked it. Elon cheerleader. Ooh, I found me a cheerleader. She's always there when I need her. That's the words. Don't look them up. And I'm dark MAGA. Want to see me jump? Yep, Ralph Wiggum. That's who Elon reminds me of. And what I ordered versus what arrived. This is how pathetic Elon is. This is what he really looks like. But on his profile picture, he's got all kinds of filters on him, like he's a teenage fucking girl to make himself look handsome. How goddamn pathetic and insecure do you have to be to have a AI picture as your fucking thumbnail on Twitter? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I didn't say that. And then, this one, yep. He's basically a space cockroach. That's what he looks like, folks. Good God. Looking bad, Elon. Looking real fucking bad. Elon reading these memes today. He about to shoot himself in the head like Gomer Pal. Oh my God, pal. Are those donuts in your locker? Holy Mary, Mother of God, pal. Why the fuck are there donuts in your locker? Remember that? Full Metal Jacket. Oh, me so honey. Me so honey. Anyway, do it. Do it, Elon. Do it. You ever seen that movie? Anybody? There's this one. Oh, yeah, it's a dancing monkey, dance monkey. And he did. He danced because he's fucking pathetic. And my precious. Yep. Pretty much the same. That's the regular picture, right? I don't even notice the difference. It's, I don't even get this one. That's just a picture of Elon right there. I like this insult from the subreddit Rare Insult. Elon Musk has a vampire who has been forced to live off the blood of rats look to him these days. And he does. I've seen Interview with the Vampire. That's what it looks like when you have to live off rats and small animals. Just eat a person, Elon. You'll feel better. And any more? There's a whole thread of memes. Let's see if there's any we didn't see yet. Let's see if there's any good ones. My mom says I'm dark MAGA. All right, I like that. What else we got? Oh, yeah, it's another Kubrick stare from The Shining. Here's Leon. And internet guy includes ketamine. I like ketamine. Novelty belt buckle. 17 kids. 0 missed calls, because your kids don't call you. Because they hate you. And a horse that you have to give to people when you sexually harass them. What else? Oh, it rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. He's Buffalo Bill. We know that. Buffalo Elon. I don't get... Oh, is that The Shining? No. Psycho, right? Psycho, I think maybe. Fantasy versus reality. Yes, you guys are a doughy bitch. bitch tits. And, oh, here he is falling off the towers of 9/11. That seems cruel, but also I'll accept it. And then this Tesla owner got a very serious message for Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. You're playing with fire, bro. You really are. You know how many people own your car? How many people despise Trump and now despise your ass? I'm one of them. I'm the stupid motherfucker that bought your car. Not even leased it. I bought it. Now, I fucking hate that piece of shit. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get rid of that motherfucker.
Do it.
Even if I have to buy myself a bike. I'm gonna get rid of that shit.
Just
and
buy
I
a
hope
Toyota
everybody
or
that
something.
owns a fucking Tesla does the same shit. Not only did you fuck everybody by dropping prices on the fucking car, but now you're doing this, I'm not giving you another fucking penny, you fucking asshole. Fuck you.
Hopefully a lot of people follow suit, but like it doesn't matter because the Tesla stock is not based on any kind of fundamentals. It's a meme stock. So it doesn't matter how many cars they sell at this point, sadly. And, all right, that's it, folks. That is all. This is actually something completely different that goes into that's supposed to go later on in the after party, which you all should join me. If you don't have your after party ticket, be sure to scroll down. Fucking son of a fucking bitch. Get your ticket right now for the after party while you still can. Would you scroll down, you son of a... There we go. Boom! Got to cover all that. After party from here all the way down to here tonight. So if you don't have a ticket, get it. Go join my Patreon stat. And that is my He Shall Be Elon coverage for this evening. Should have never bought that crap. I know, right? What were you thinking? We knew what Elon was a long fucking time ago. Thumbs up will help, Dusty. Thanks. Hey, yeah, everybody thumbs up. Hit the like button, fuckos. Do it. Apparently, hitting the like button helps, but leaving comments really helps, y'all. And also, watch time. So, like, if you just leave the video playing in the background or something, that really helps the algorithm. I looked it up. Those are things that really help. So, if you want to help, like button, subscribe, leave a comment. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment. But also, watch the entire fucking video, even if it has to be, like, in the background or some shit. Help a brother out, HBO. I was thinking he looks more like Liddy from Mice and Men. Yep. Think of the bunny rabbits. Think of the bunny rabbits. Boom! I vaguely remember that from when I was a kid. Our regular flip-off Teslas. You definitely should not key everyone you see because they have cameras in them. Tesla is a meme stock, but it should be a laughing stock. It should be, but it's like $250 now. It's crazy. Crazy how high that stock is. It's like gone up faster than Bitcoin somehow. Play all the videos in the background for Dusty. Hell yeah, do it. Do it. And all right, folks, move right along. It's time for What's Next. What's next? Obviously, I know, but you don't. It's Trash World. All right. It's time for some Trash World. La, 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 da. And I actually have the beast fixed, but I haven't set it up yet. I got to work on that this week. So the Trash World song will be back eventually. I promise. This time, I promise. But not tonight. Tonight, we'll just do it fucking live. First off in the Trash World, hard to believe, folks, but it's been a year since Alora Pantoin has been missing. For those of you who don't know, Alora Pantoin, also known as Mama JF, she was JF Gariepe's wife who went missing. You guys might remember that I predicted that she was in harm's way. I watched a video where it looked to me like he was abusing her and called for people to check on her, warned that she might be in danger, and then later on she went missing, and I did a series of videos where I think I put out a pretty compelling case that JF Gariepe probably killed her. Well, she's been missing for a year now, folks, and still no charges filed against Gariepe. But his neighbors have been continuously keeping me up to date on what's going on, and they messaged me day before yesterday. They sent me a bunch of pictures of his house, and I'm not going to show you the pictures because it seems kind of stalky, and I don't want to dox him or anything. But it was really fucking weird. He's been doing some spring cleaning, and all across his front yard and the side of the yard, there's like hundreds and hundreds of tiny bags. I guess he's cleaning out his house. And then apparently he skipped town. And apparently the cops have been over his house a couple of times. And he hasn't done a show on his usual, I think Odyssey's where he does a show. In 5 days, he says he's on vacation. So I don't know if they're like putting the screws to him and he skipped town to run from them, or maybe he's just on vacation, has nothing to do with it. But it's a year now, so if you guys know anybody who's like doing any kind of true crime podcast, it'd be great if we got more spotlight on this. Some other big true crime podcasts need to pick up the story and hopefully put the pressure on the police, because this needs to be solved. In my opinion, I already solved it, sort of. But rest in peace, Alora. Really, really bad situation. I hope he doesn't get away with fucking murder. And then, I agree with this post. I am tired of pretending that hard work will get me somewhere in life. The Hawk to a girl just signed a deal with Kick. Oh my God. She already got the 3rd most popular podcast in the fucking world. Now she got a major $1 million deal with Kick. Just goes to show you that meritocracy is bullshit. You can work your whole fucking life. You can actually be the best at something. I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but you can be the best at something and still not be able to make it. And just the dumbest fucking people can make the most money doing what you do with no talent whatsoever. So just so sad to see, and I'm with you guys. I'm gonna cry about it. And folks, this one's real sad. Shows you the damage that getting punched in the head over and over and over again does to you. This is what CTE does to a body. Former MMA fighter shows effects of brain degradation. Let me turn it up. This is him in 2012, folks. This is what he sounded like in 2012.
All 3 rounds, again, no. Second round was iffy, but I thought I landed more bigger shots. I train, even if I don't compete competitively, I train the same way I trained as when I was fighting pro.
Early on in my career, I had the chance to go test a group of MMA fighters together, and just looking at these biomarkers of brain injury, and they were young. I mean, we're talking 18 to 25-year-olds that were, what they used to basically call punch drunk. Just early signs of neurodegeneration.
Yeah, very sad. But Dana White could not give a shit less, folks. You ever watch that power slap? It's like CTE, the sport. It's crazy, the brain damage they're doing to those people. And Dana White making hundreds of millions, not giving a shit at all. Sad. And last but not least, this one's kind of sad. This is, I really feel for this guy. I'm not going to play this whole video because it's 4.5 minutes. And I usually don't do this. But he's just basically trying his best to get through to these fucking cops who just seem like complete fucking psychopaths. If you have any heart in you whatsoever, pigs, listen up.
Are we gonna pull you over? Or are we just fucking with you?
Could you do your best to not fuck with black people, though? For real. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be demeaning or ACAP shit. Just, I really need you to understand that, that is really, really, really triggering. Like, this whole video, I was just casually scrolling, and you even talking about this was probably one of the most triggering things ever. And I'm not trying to be overly sensitive or some shit. It's just that I've been pulled over so many times in my life, a number that if I told you the number, it wouldn't make any fucking sense. You'd be like, that's weird. And if I told you the amount of tickets that I actually got from those times I got pulled over, the ratio doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, so basically, don't fuck with people, cops. It's not your job to fuck with people. It's not funny. It's real, it's serious, and it's goddamn dangerous. And that is my trash world. And folks, I forgot to mention something when I was doing the super chats. I got a magazine. I haven't opened it yet, but I think I know what it is. I'm guessing it is a vegan magazine sent to me in the mail by, does it say, Veggie Owl Girl. Hell yeah. I'll give me $20. Woohoo! My favorite $20. I love money. Thank you, Veggie Owl Girl. And the latest copy of Forks Over Knives, plant-based, the Healthy Whole Foods Lifestyle magazine. It's a cooking vegan magazine. So very generous, Veggie Al girl. You rock. I appreciate your generosity. I'm going to read this later. Thanks a lot. And all right, folks. What time is it? Damn, already 2 hours into the show. Another long one tonight. Who loves overtime? You love overtime. All you love overtime. So if you like overtime, reward me in the super chats for overtime. We still got a free Palestine to go and a whole Beyond Parody. So two whole sections to go still. So plenty of overtime tonight. But now it's time to get super depressed and raise your power fist. Because we're going to free Palestine, y'all. We'll show that one last. That was supposed to be in the hero section. We'll move that to the last. And first off, on tonight's Free Palestine, it's been reported, folks, that Israel is dropping depleted uranium inside Beirut. Now, this is not Palestine, but this is still the terrorist state of Israel doing whatever they can to murder, maim, kill, and cause birth defects. Israel is dropping depleted uranium bombs on residential buildings in Beirut. Read that again. Depleted uranium bombs dropped on civilian areas. These highly toxic weapons cause birth defects and cancer rates in Iraq's Basra and Fallujah worse than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We obliterated Iraq. They had so many birth defects from the depleted uranium we dropped over there that when a child was born, instead of asking if it was a boy or a girl, the first thing they would ask is it normal? That's how horrible and evil America is. And that's how horrible and evil Israel is. Just absolutely terrorist. And then you guys see this video. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Palestinian elder Haj Zaid Abu Hali attempted to stop IDF soldiers from firing on youth that were peacefully protesting. Later in the afternoon, the IDF broke into his home in Dora and beat him to death, folks, because it's a terrorist organization. That's the whole fucking point. To make you afraid. To make you let them do whatever they want to fucking do to you for fear of what they might do to you. Case in point, Israel has assassinated the person responsible for medical and food aid in Gaza, folks. Ahid Limkayad, the head of UNRWA, has been killed by the Israelis in a targeted airstrike on Jabalia in northern Gaza. The leader of the aid workers, folks, the one just trying to make sure the kids don't starve. But they're doing this specifically for a reason, to send a message to anybody who would want to help Palestinians, anybody who would want to help feed starving children. We will kill you. We are terrorists and we will murder the best heroes. We will kill you all. So nobody better dare go in and try to help these children. Nobody better dare go in and try to feed these starving people. You better let us kill them all. You better let us do genocide, or we'll come after you. And that's what they're doing, folks. And I'm sure the message is being received loud and clear by a lot of people that like to go in and help those people and deliver aid, but know that if they do, they will be killed. Meanwhile, it was reported that Jewish U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken gave the green light for Israel to attack food trucks entering Gaza, including the attack on the World Central Kitchen WCK vehicle containing Australian, British, Polish, Canadian, and American citizens. That's right, folks. Secretary of State of the United States is green-lighting the murder of American citizens in order to send a message to anybody who would dare help the children of Gaza. Because we are the fucking ultimate evil on this planet. And people are getting sick of it, folks. You have these Joe Biden spokespeople, the most evil sacks of shit on the planet, just grinning, smirking as they justify genocide. And some of the reporters are tired of their fucking bullshit. Like this hero starting to push back.
This administration has financed a genocide in Gaza for the last year, and every day you're up there denying accountability for it. So, I mean, what gives you the right to lecture other countries on their moral?
So if you have a policy question for me, I'm happy to take it. If you want to give a speech,
No, but
there are
I
plenty
mean-
of places in Washington
Look
where
at
you can give a
smirking.
speech.
Yeah, but people are sick of the bullshit in here. I mean, like, it is a genocide.
I'm gonna
You
go on
are
to- I'm gonna
abetting
go on
it,
another question.
and you
Go ahead.
are risking nuclear
Go ahead.
war in Ukraine for this
plenty of
proxy
other
war.
places to give a speech.
Look at him grinning. He literally does not give a shit. He sits there day in and day out and justifies genocide and child murder while he grins. And this is the Biden administration. Once again, folks, if you think the Democrats are going to save you, they're the ones fucking doing it. They ain't saving you. And we already knew this, folks, but good to have some inside information on it. A whistleblower who works for the BBC talks about the direct instructions that they're given when it comes to safeguarding Israel's image.
Israel has a right to defend itself. That was the editorial line that was drilled into us, into all of our coverage. It was really an integral part of the editorial stance. To a guest talking about, Israeli airstrikes killing Palestinians in Gaza, that would be the response from our presenters.
Denying access to food is collective punishment, and that we should all be clear in saying that.
Israel will argue, obviously, that it has a right to defend itself.
People were terrified of using the word genocide in coverage. They still are. You will very rarely see it in any BBC coverage. And if an interviewee says the word genocide,
this is a genocide happening in front of our eyes.
That word is, as you know, incredibly emotive, and the Israelis, as you know, will be saying that they are targeting Hamas only.
the presenter will almost always panic.
The Labour Party, of all political parties, which has always had a strong peace contingent within it, is now actually supporting genocide.
Okay, if we could maybe just avoid that language, if that's okay.
This is how it works for folks. The media is in on it. They are accessories to the genocide, to the ethnic cleansing. Shame on all you motherfuckers, but it's like zombies. It's exactly what all the spokespersons for the White House says. It's what all the people in the media says. Israel has a right to defend itself. They all say the same line over and over and over again. It's so fucking dystopian. And this is funny, but it's also the reality in which we live in. Zionists be like, hello, 300 million years ago, my grandfather, Tyrannosaurus Rex, used to live here. Get out. That's 100% what they're like, folks. Even though most of them have no real connection, no genetic connection to the actual people who live in that area, it doesn't matter. They can just claim they do. This lizard has more connection to that person's house than Zionists actually do. And Zionism 101, folks, trying so hard to play the victim, wanting to be the victim so bad. This girl standing right in the middle of an anti-genocide, pro-Palestinian protest with their goofy-ass Israeli flag, wishing, hoping so bad that somebody would yell at her, scream at her, push her, do anything so she could be the victim that she imagines herself to be. But of course, nobody gives a fuck about you, bitch. Oh, just walking around her. Look at her. Oh my God, the victim complex. Her entire personality is wrapped up in the belief that she is the victim. That everybody hates her for no other reason than the fact that she is Jewish. It's the genocide, bitch. Nobody gives a fuck if you're Jewish. And you guys see this one. This is a long interview. All of it was good. But Mohammed Hijab almost makes Piers Morgan cry by asking him over and over and over again, does Iran have a right to defend itself? Notice Piers never answers the question because he can't and he won't because he's a fucking coward.
Let's talk about Iran.
Let's talk about Iran.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Do you support Iran?
Okay, well, let me answer your question. Iran was attacked on April the 1st. Right? It was attacked, the embassy of Iran was attacked in Syria by Israel. After that, on the first occasion, they then sent missiles and drones, correct? Now, my question to you is, does Iran have a right to defend itself? And if so, what is a proportionate response? Because you see, I've been having a moral quandary about the issue. Piers Morgan, what's a proportionate response for Iran?
I'll tell you what I think about Iran. I think Iran is an unbelievably nefarious place.
Didn't answer.
Which has been fueling Hamas, the Houthis, Hezbollah for
right
many
to defend
years
itself?
with a joint
Didn't answer.
Does it have a right to defend
a
itself?
joint ideology
Didn't
that
answer.
they want to eradicate Israel in any way they can.
Okay. Does it have
so
a right to
I
defend
think
itself?
Iran is
Didn't
one
answer.
of the most despicable
Does it have a right to
regimes
defend itself?
in the
Didn't
world.
answer.
I also think that right now the Iranian regime is in serious danger.
You look completely discombobulated.
What do you mean?
You look dishevelled.
I'm telling you what I think of Iran.
I'm asking you, do they have a right to defend themselves? Do you think they have a right to defend themselves? Both of you can answer the question. Do they have a right to
Neither
defend
one
They were
gonna answer.
attacked. The sovereign nation was attacked. My question is,
Look
does it
at
have a
him.
right to defend
Iran has been fueling
Isn't that the
attacks
question
on
you've been
Israel
asking?
now
Answer!
for what, 40
I've
years?
been having a moral quandary about
What?
this. I've been having a moral quandary about Iran.
Have you?
Yeah, moral quandary, yes. Moral quandary, I don't know. Do they have a right to defend themselves? And if so, what is the proportionate
So you're
response?
supporting Iran, to be
Won't
clear.
answer.
I'm asking you. No,
Are
I'm
you
not
supporting
I'm
Iran?
not supporting. I'm antithetical to many of these organizations for my own purposes. But my question to you...
Do you support the Iranian regime?
Not unconditionally, but I support their
What
right...
conditions do you agree with them about?
Their right to defend themselves. Do you believe they have a right to defend themselves?
No, because I think they're terrorists.
No.
terrorists.
Oh, so they don't have a right to defend themselves?
No, he didn't answer. No. Nobody has a right to defend themselves except for Israel, folks. Nobody. Lay the game bare right fucking there. Israel can do whatever the fuck it wants. They kill anybody they want to. Everybody has to sit and take it. You can't fucking defend yourself. You have to die. You have to go to the rape camps. You got to get raped, and you got to love it, or you're anti-Semitic. And last but not least, big shout out to Speed. I've showcased Speed on here before. Now, I've never seen a Speed video other than the anti-Zionist videos that I played. Apparently, he is a very popular online influencer, content creator, but he's pro-Palestine all the fucking way. And here he is being a king and proving it again.
Oi, God, shit, how old are you?
I'm 18. How old are you? I'm from Israel. Hey, don't worry like that. Are you okay?
Free Palestine!
Yeah, free Palestine. That's all I got to say to you. Are you for the freeing of Palestine? If not, get fucked, Zionist scum. And that is my free Palestine for tonight. Zionists are white nationalists confirmed. They're Jewish supremacists, that's for sure. It's just as bad. Epstein's friend, yes, Dershowitz, went to Epstein Island, defended Jeffrey Epstein, actually wrote an article about how the age of consent should be 14 years old. Unsurprisingly, he's a Zionist. Old clip, by the way. You're old. You're an old clip, by the way. Piers slammed this guy's child as he got fucking owned. Piers looked like he was about to goddamn cry. Remember when celebrities were cringe? Most of them still are, but if you're using your platform to spread anti-Zionism, anti-genocide, pro-Palestinian, I love you for it. We need more of that for fucking sure, right? Everybody agree? If not, you can get fucked. And all right, folks, last chance to get your super chats in. Gonna finish you off with a happy ending. Prepare yourself. Beyond Parody! And folks, how is this real life right now? They gotta be trolling us. So this is the #1 news cable network in the fucking world. This is Fox News. And they did a segment on how hot Dr. Evil Stephen Miller is. I'm not making this up, folks. And if it wasn't bad enough that they're doing a serious section on how much of a ladies' man this goddamn bald, ridiculous, hideous ghoul is, wait till he explains to young men how to get women.
We just have to address the elephant in the room. We're getting a lot of text from women about Miller and his appearances and his appearance. Our audience at primetime believes you're some sort of sexual matador. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, let me give advice to any young man that's out there. I'm married now, I have children, but I wasn't married that long ago. I was single, I was in the market.
What a pussy magnet he must have been.
If you're a young man, it's very important in election season.
Right, what do I do to get women?
Looking to impress ladies.
I am?
To be the alpha, to be attractive.
Oh my God.
The best thing you can do
What's that?
is to wear your Trump support on your sleeve. Show that you are a real man. Show that you are not a beta. Right? Be a proud
Did
and
he just
loud
say beta? Did he just fucking say beta?
Trump supporter, and your dating life will be fantastic.
I cannot wait to see the text tonight.
This is so embarrassing. Holy God. But I'm not taking it seriously. It's too absurd to take seriously, folks. This whole world is a fucking joke. Let's just laugh about it to keep from crying. And next up, apparently they had some kind of Trump rally where a bunch of people with Trump signs were on the side of the road, and then bikers for Trump were trying to show out for their MAGA buddies. Let's see how that went. And yes, he died. He died. He just died right there. And that's what happened to you. Deleted belly up. Let's watch that again. So he's like, look how cool I am. I'm going to do a wheelie down the road, and now look where I'm going. And yeah, and then I'm going to crash to the car in front of me. I'm going to put their life in danger because I'm too stupid to give a fucking shit about anything except for looking cool in front of my MAGA buddies. And yes, if you're wondering, is he dead? The answer is yes. Yes, he's dead. He is very fucking dead. So, deleted, belly up. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, I want to see a different angle of that. I need more. I need more of this guy dying because he's a fucking moron. Well, your wish is my command. All right. So he's like, ooh, willy time. Look how awesome I am at doing a willy. I'm the best at willies ever. And now you're dead. Now you're dead, man. Now you're a spot on the fucking pavement. So, good. I think I'll speak for everybody when I say good. Good. Trash took itself out. And folks, I have to admit, I'm jealous of the right-wing grift. I am. Now, I like sleeping at night. I don't want to fucking be part of the right-wing grift, but I'm jealous of how fucking easy it is. How easy it is to fucking make money if you're a shameless right-wing grifter. Case in point, the quarter poundering, who 3 years ago put out this video, Joker 2 rage. Media rages over a Joker 2 announcement. Some hilariously predict it will flop. It won't. That's right, the fucking woke-ass media hates the Joker because a lot of conservatives like the Joker, like the first Joker. And so they're claiming that Joker 2, which comes out in 3 years, is going to flop. But it won't. The fucking stupid-ass woke media is wrong. And they always use the same picture of this woman. The same pictures over and over again. It's the same graphics over and over again. It's the same video over and over again. All you have to do is use the word woke in your video, claim somebody's woke or the woke don't like something. 144,000 views. So this is 3 years ago. Once again, media rages over Joker 2 announcement. Some hilariously predict it will flop. It won't. Here's his latest video. You can already guess what it is. Joker 2 attack fan and flops. Joker 2 got woke and bombs. It bombs because it's woke, folks. So first he's all like, haters, woke haters are going to say the Joker 2 is going to flop, but it's not going to flop. And now he's like, it flopped because it's woke. And it's the same graphics, same exact shit. Dude's making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a fucking year. It's just so easy. Meanwhile, Todd Phillips, who made the movie, is famously anti-woke. Todd Phillips, who rose to fame with films like Road Trip, Old School, and The Hangover, implied that he was driven away from comedies and towards dramas like Joker because of a hesitancy to be funny nowadays in this woke culture. So he's a dipshit. He's an anti-woke, broke-brain dipshit. But of course, how the playbook works is, if a movie is successful, then you claim that woke people thought it was going to flop. And if it flops, you claim it flops because it was woke, and you make money either goddamn way. It's the easiest grift the human mind can possibly imagine. It's so unbelievably lazy. It's amazing how conservatives like watching the same fucking video over and over and over again. They never get tired of it. But good God, I worked so hard on this fucking show. I wish it was that easy. And then on Beyond Parody, did you guys hear about Igor Girkin, a Russian propagandist and Putin cheerleader, has died in prison after being jailed for critique of Putin? Uh-oh. Huh. That's sad. Anyway. My voice is about to give out. What else we got? Oh, folks, another bad week for Mark Robinson. Mark Robinson was campaigning yesterday with a cardboard cutout of Donald Trump. This is what he's relegated to. Even though Donald Trump is in North Carolina, he has to campaign with a cardboard cutout just so people know that he's still associated with Donald Trump, because the only way he gets any votes whatsoever is if people think he's Donald Trump's boy. But since Donald Trump won't have anything to do with him anymore, he's got to campaign with a cardboard cutout. So sad, so hilarious, but goddamn, you earned that, bitch. Meanwhile, on Beyond Parody, Milo Stuffalophicus is like, how stupid do y'all have to be to believe I was ever actually homosexual? What the fuck are you talking about? You married a black dude. You've sucked so much dick. What the fuck? And George Santos is like, darling, I can unpack this in various ways, but I'm just going to opt for silence. I love when the girls fight. So stupid. But they'll say literally anything for attention, anything to grift, y'all. No matter how stupid it is. And then last but not least on tonight's show, folks. So this next clip is going to seem fake. It seemed fake to me until I looked it up. And this is real, y'all. So the guy that made this video admitted that he was wrong later. It admitted it wasn't fake. It was real. He's just a fucking idiot. But this is how insane everybody in this fucking country is getting. This is how weird we are as a country right now.
This is the fake lettuce that I have got from Coles.
Uh-huh.
Look how perfect this is.
It's cabbage.
This is not lettuce.
You're right,
this
it's cabbage.
Is fake, and this is plastic. Look at it.
It's not, it's cabbage, dude.
This is plastic shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm not eating this. Can you see how plastic? Look at it. This is not real lettuce.
You're right, it's cabbage.
This is what we're putting in our bodies.
Uh-huh. You're not.
This cannot be real lettuce. Look. It is so symmetrical. You can see how fake it is. Look, listen, listen.
I'm so tired.
Can you hear the plastic?
Uh-huh. It's cabbage.
Disgusting.
Uh-huh. It is disgusting. I'll give you that. I'll give you it. It's very, cabbage is disgusting. It's good egg rolls, but that's about it. But, oh my God! And later he admitted that it was cabbage. He was just dumb. And he deleted the video. But we are just so donezo. It is Jover Rover for the United States, folks. Even if Kamala wins, there's no coming back from the idiocy we become, the buffooning of America. It has happened. We are cooked. And that is my Beyond Parody for tonight. And folks, if you bell out, please hit the like button. Please leave comments. Please subscribe. Please do all of the fucking things. It's not your first rodeo. I appreciate you. And be sure to go sign up for my Patreon if you don't have a ticket to tonight's after party. After party, well, you can't even see it, but it's long. And it's going to be a good one tonight, so be sure to join me. And let's go ahead and check out the super chats. Let me switch over so you guys can see it. Boom. Thanks, that's for overtime. Hey, no problem. Thank you for supporting it, Isaac. You rock. EMDR Plus, Mushroom, help escaping insanity. Hey, I wish I had some. Don't rub it in. Carolyn McMickle, men are killing us out here. Ladies, be safe out there. The news is distressing. Look at France. Thank you, Dusty, for highlighting this. Yeah, man, I'm glad I'm not a woman. Be a fucking terrifying. Dudes are crazy, yo. And welcome to the Dust Buddy, Jake Caraval. Spam the chat with impunity. You got customized emojis now. Use them, you fucking hero. And one more just popped up. We are all in the front row with Popcorn, Dusty. Fucking thank you for all you do. Hey, thank you for supporting it. I appreciate you, Jope. You rock. Been very generous tonight. Thank you. Everybody's been super generous tonight. I very much appreciate you guys. And folks, if you don't get to tune into the after party tonight, I'm going to be back Friday, probably. I got to go out of town tomorrow, but hopefully I'll be back in town for the Friday show. Going to try not to miss it. So be sure to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, to the world's greatest show. I would very much appreciate it. But for now, we're going to play a song I call Kitty Party, an original song by Dusty Smith. And we'll see if the two cats show up. Treats! 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 I guess we're only going to get one tonight. All right. We got a kitty party and one tonight. Misty alone. You enjoy that, Misty. Hell yeah, folks. for hanging out with me tonight, guys. I sure appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon. You guys have a good Thursday out there. Good night. Thank you, Chopo. Thank you, Art. Welcome to Dust Buddies. Not doing a very good job of boycotting me. Switch over now. Oh, thank you, Agent Orange, for Monday. I just saw that. Agent Orange, you rock. Appreciate you, Agent.